And welcome back to the Bedouin Banter podcast, straight out of Bahrain. The podcast apparently that matters. I don't know what that means. I never know what that intro means. I don't have good intros, guys. This is another Banter Buddies episode here on the Bedouin Banter podcast. I'm joined, of course, with Ahmed Matrook, my right-hand man. And today, a special guest, somebody who has actually been on the podcast before, one of the oldest ancient members of the podcast that nobody's ever seen, nobody's ever experienced. Somebody who's a former member of an improv show here in Bahrain, Hold My Karak as well. A founding member at that.
Oh, co-founding.
Co-founding, that's true. Founding member is the same thing, isn't it?
I suppose. I just wanted to give credit to other people.
Of course.
Namely
definitely,
you,
no
to
doubt.
be honest.
And liability. He is also an esports commentator, formerly an esports commentator, but hopefully soon enough in the future he might be having some magnificent return.
Inshallah.
We'll see what happens in the esports scene. He's somebody that's got a lot of breadth of experience when it comes to the Middle East. His life in Bahrain, in Dubai, all across the Gulf, I feel. I actually want to investigate more of his story later on a one-to-one episode with Bedouins Up Close. I am joined in studio with Huzaifa
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
It feels fitting. We're in the Bedouin Banter.
At the end of Ramadan, I had to get you here, right?
This is maybe it's Laylat al-Qadr, who knows? Shab 29th and I'm here bantering with you guys. So that's how much I love.
Wasn't it Laylat al-Qadr like 2 weeks ago?
Habib, Laylat al-Qadr is it's one of those things that a lot of people don't quite understand. I think. There's differences of opinions between the ulama. Some say that it's most likely on the odd nights. There's a higher likelihood of it because of some hadith. But the point of it is essentially, we don't know if it's which night it is, and there's no certainty that it's the same night every year.
Right.
So like this year it could be the 23rd, the next year it could be the 25th, could be the 27th, it could be the 24th for all we know. There's some hikmah behind it.
Do you know anything at this point, really? I feel like you're just making this up.
I'm not making. What we know is that there's a hadith, the Prophet Muhammad actually came. He was coming back with the knowledge of when Laylatul Qadr was, and he saw two men get into a fight, and he started breaking that up. And then when he finally came back to his town or wherever he was destined, he said, I came to you with the information of when Laylatul Qadr is, but I've forgotten it. And the hikmah behind that, I think, is basically, it's somewhere in the last 10 nights. So just for 10 nights in a year, like, pull up your bootstraps and do some worship, you guys. Like, it's just 10 nights. I figured it out. And maybe a bit less. Maybe it's 5 out of 10. Just come on.
How are we doing?
I mean, I don't know.
No, just generally speaking. Do you feel like I've been good influence on you in the last couple of days?
I mean, yesterday you helped me open my fast. So you're mashallah alayk.
Mashallah alayk, see?
Mashallah
Is it open or break your fast?
I open though. I don't break, bro.
You open.
Yeah, we're gentle here.
I open them up, bro. Soften them
Wow.
up.
Right, we get.
How do we get to that?
This show moves fast, bro, and you should know because it's unfiltered. You know who you are if you do watch the show. But we don't edit on this podcast. But guys, you might have noticed that we've been missing an episode from last week. Is because of some technical difficulties. We have an episode with Adi Fingers. That was an amazing episode, an hour and a half on Bedouins Up Close. A great interview. I'm just going to put this proposal out there, guys. It's 20 minutes of terrible audio because of an issue of my own. I definitely have Red today in studio, who's always amazing when it comes to helping out whenever he volunteers and he's around. And I do have the guys to help me out when they're available, but most of the time it's one-on-one. So I'm just doing it on my own. And I fucked up on that episode. So there's 20 minutes of terrible audio. But if you do want the episode, let me know. Post in the comments. I'll put it out there and you guys decide. Because I think there's a lot of gold in that one. And a lot to do with Adi Fingers and the comedy scene in Bahrain. So that being said, there was another interview that's never going to air, but I'm going to make fun of it for the rest of my life. They know who they are.
It wasn't very child friendly, was it?
No, it wasn't family friendly. No, the kids were angry.
Think of the children.
The children.
Bambino.
All right, so that episode got pulled, and we're going to move on with some amazing episodes. Like I said, there's Tom Romansky coming up, Imran after... I think it's going to be in June. So we'll figure that out. Stay tuned. Don't forget, subscribe, share, let everybody know. We are here in the Banter Buddies series.
Way to go, Bedouin Banter, moving up.
Yes! Now we don't have a ratchety ghetto-ass studio, so people don't feel itchy when they walk in.
Listen, is not ghetto. You mentioned I was one of the OGs.
He was.
I was here 2 years ago? What was it? I don't know how long ago it was.
Almost 2.5 now.
This studio, this table was here.
It was here.
Pretty much nothing else was here.
Yeah.
This is those paintings, I'm not even kidding. I'm just staring at the paintings I love it. I love that we have one fern and one not. So we're between two plants.
Yes.
We're not between two ferns, but
you got the reference.
I like it.
There you
We're
go,
between two fern-ish things.
Earnish.
Yes.
They're not
two
real. I
ferns.
couldn't afford the real ones.
God damn it. You don't tell them that. I was going with it.
Should have told me that.
You let the cat out the bag.
Should have told me don't tell anybody.
I mean, I didn't think you would.
Fucked up, bro. I'm sorry. But yeah, Huzaifa was actually here for one of the earliest episodes. He was one of the first people that tested on a recording for video. So it was supposed to be recording a video and messed up on the DSLR.
I tested off the charts, by the way.
You
Can
did.
you put that in
People
there?
loved it.
Nobody's
That
tested
post,
as highly as I have.
There's a post on Instagram that you can see me going, difficulties with cameras.
Is there actually?
There is. It's
I didn't
still
even know
there.
that you had any
That's how I
footage of-
figured out you were on the podcast.
The podcast never even aired. Did
Never
it?
did. No.
I
But
have
still
never
posted
even
that.
seen this clip. I got to see this clip.
So
That's
I
it.
feel like he has like a whole like Raiders of the Lost Ark like room full of like unreleased
Unreleased
episodes.
Probably does.
There's also like a hidden recording of Abdullah's Red, White, and Blue, the unreleased stand-up
No
special,
way!
the comedy special.
We need that. Like we've
I'm
come a
gonna
long
find
way
this.
since that.
I've just got a whole file, dude, of blackmail material for people
Just
in Bahrain.
whenever you release that comedy special, make sure you have like a disclaimer: adjust headphone levels now.
Please.
I don't know if that
and
still
and
applies.
this
love your
this is not kid friendly. All right.
No, it's not kid friendly. If you're a child, fuck off.
Wow.
If you're under 18 right now, I did it on YouTube. I said, this is not made for children. Screw me over. I don't want to make money. Okay? I'm not going to target kids.
We're
So,
GCC people. We don't need the money.
do I look like Bella Delphine? Haram alayk.
Is it Bella or Bell?
It's definitely Bell. I don't know
Bell.
why he
Is
went
it
with that.
Bella?
It's Bell.
Bell.
It's Bell.
I thought it was like
Listen,
Bella.
I know my female personalities that sell their own urine. Okay, I am aware that it's Bell.
You know the culture.
Yeah,
It's okay. Bella
yeah.
Delphine.
Did you know? I'm sorry.
I've always said Bella Delphine.
I was gonna go off a
Bell
tangent. That is
Delphine.
Bella Delphine.
Are you aware of Nico Lull?
No.
What?
Yes.
You don't. Yeah, well, Red knows. Red is a man of culture.
Oh, is he?
Nico Lull is another one of those females that are popular for being a female and being like kind of. She's the Bernie chick, the chick that had like a T-shirt
Bernie
that was like
Bros.
Bernie Bros vote
Oh.
for Bernie.
The one that
So
did the song.
she milks it for herself, right? And it's funny I say that now because she just released a tweet for Mother's Day saying that any of you that have tweeted at me or said "mommy milkies" to me,
Oh, God.
owe me a Mother's Day gift. And I'm like, this is just. I mean, she's buying into it all the way. So
Look,
congratulations, but
marketing-wise, that
also.
woman is brilliant.
Man,
The most
he's-
But
interesting
also-
stuff,
I know
right?
like Belle Delphine makes like $2 million on OnlyFans.
I have no idea. Oh
She's,
yeah, she did
she's
start
so
that.
good at what she does, though. You have to appreciate the genius.
Which
when
is
it
what?
comes to it.
Of course.
Knowing how to get you talking
Get
about
penises
her.
inserted
Get
into her?
penises
Or-
inserted, and
or
then
what?
some of the
I don't know.
Some of
just
the
having dudes who simp over her.
Oh no,
constantly.
that's fair.
and there's these
That's
hidden
fair.
messages that she does, like it's like an art form almost. She sent the guys at the H3 podcast, Klein and what's her name. She sent them like a care package, and it was like all these weird little things. Like there was a clip she played right in a toy that was made custom for them, and the clip would air, and it would be like a, and I'd be like, "What is that?" Like that's familiar. That sounds familiar, and it's such an obscure little thing. But then the guy in the back was referencing. He said, "That's the jingle from Pornhub."
Pornhub.
It's like, how the fuck
Oh
did
my
she
God,
think
dude.
of these small things, dude? It's crazy. It's just I know.
You know, it's funny.
It's haram
about-
as fuck.
What's funny about that is, it's gonna look bad whenever this airs that I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this, but I'm aware of what that sound is because.
Because-
No. Allow me to clarify. Okay.
I want to know.
Allow me to clarify.
I have never done anything haram in my life.
Get the clippers. Just get the clippers.
What? No, astaghfirullah to protect my lihya. No. Yeah, I've had friends make jokes about that, and I've got the steely face. I'm like, listen, you ever touch my beard, and we're never.
I think
talking
it's
again.
never gonna happen,
It's
Aslan. I
not-
think the clippers
no.
just break. I think that's adamantium, bro. Or some
No,
shit.
that would be amazing. That's like, yeah. Who knows? But
So who is this person? This were you talking about a person? What are you talking about?
talking about the jingle.
yeah,
Talking about the
yeah,
jingle.
It's just
yeah.
that it's like this thing on YouTube and like TikTok. There's all compilations of like people that like somebody will be like drumming on a high school stage and like drum out the jingle.
Yeah,
and the whole
yeah.
crowd will erupt. Or
Oh.
like, and I saw this one of like this father like playing. He was like TikToking, and over his shoulder was his little girl in the back, and he plays it, and he's like, "She better not look up." and she like looks up at him, and he's just like, and he like goes to slap her, and I'm like, at the beginning I was like, I don't understand, it's just a beat, like it's just a jingle.
Yeah.
I had to like go through the comments, and people were like, oh, she got found out. I'm like, really?
That was
That's-
on purpose, bro.
Apparently, I'm like, that's the
That's
thing. Like,
entrapment.
It's not. It's
I
not.
agree.
What is
I
this like
agree.
the porn equivalent of Hail Hydra? What is it?
Hail Hydra.
Like what's? Is it like the secret handshake?
exactly
One of the best iterations of that jingle that I ever saw was like this dude was playing in like a jazz quartet.
Okay.
Right? And he, in the middle of the whole thing, he goes like, he plays the jingle and he continues drumming.
I'm
It's
pretty
so
sure.
fucking
I'm
badass.
pretty sure I've seen that one, and the crowd like lost it. I'm like, really? You didn't lose it at all the great drumming he was doing. You lost it at the like, really? That's the one that sent you? I mean, come on.
Do you know, like from a drummer's perspective, that jingle is like, I don't know, the G chord on the guitar.
Right? Like it's the simplest
Yeah, it's
thing.
very
It's
simple,
just like
yeah.
there's nothing to it.
That's the things that get popular these days, man. I don't freaking understand it, and I don't know what is gonna. What is the next thing that's gonna go? Like, I don't want to say viral because that shows my age, but
Also,
like-
don't say it right now. We're in a bad time to say.
Oh,
viral.
that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna get demonetized because I'm making money.
What's gonna
off
go
of this.
bacterial is the new thing we say.
That's
Yeah,
right.
what's
Yeah. We don't want to go into
microbial.
It's going vector. We're going full vector today. Issue some CDC guidelines, please.
Oh man.
Almost lost it, but I was gonna say I don't understand, man. Like I'm trying because somebody told me the other day. I'm not gonna say who it is. Somebody of renown in Bahrain. Okay, somebody of renown. He was saying, bro, I like the show. I like. You all right?
Do you need a minute?
Water went down the airway. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
The water.
God damn it! I hate you so much. That is-
Holy water is.
I can't
amazing
even
these
like.
days.
I can't even do it.
It's too late. Khalas, the allegations out there.
That is slander, sir.
they say-
Red, go
Oh.
get this tested or something.
They
I
say
promise.
my Zamzam is, very pure.
I
so
promise it's water.
It's
It's
purifying himself.
That's true. It's. I'm sorry. You were
It's
saying
H2O
someone,
with some
someone of
minerals
much
in it.
renown.
Yes,
you were
somebody
interrupted rudely by me.
of renown in Bahrain was telling me that they liked the clip and the episode with the go check it out. It's the Banter Ranter episode, the 7-minute one. I'm talking about Bahrain and basically it's like a daily show type of segment, right? So he said, "Oh, this is great content, bro. But dude, you're on YouTube, man. Nobody watches YouTube anymore, man. I told you about this, right?"
Yeah.
What?
And I was like, really? I thought people still watch YouTube. People like YouTube. And he's like, no, bro. You have to be on TikTok, man.
Oh, no.
And that's why I was like, yeah, but dude, I wanna live cancer free, man. Like,
Was this person of renown
How
older
the
or
times
younger?
change, honestly.
I think older. Yeah.
Older.
And they said TikTok.
That is just shameful.
That's
Well,
weird, right?
I mean, they're
Yeah.
trying to stay hip. You know,
they're spreading the disease. Is what
Listen,
they're
everybody
doing.
and their mother wants to be on TikTok.
Adapting
It's-
to your environment.
They're
I'd like
spreading
to
the
call
disease
it.
faster than China.
yeah,
That's,
but dude, what is
Wow.
the thing? Like, what's the appeal? Because some of the stuff on there, it's great, like about 10%, right? But the majority of what you're going through is just so trash, and it's
And
like,
yet,
can I
but
go?
Khaled, you've just described like every platform. It's the
social
same thing
media
applies
website that ever
to this,
posts
to
anything.
YouTube.
Can I go?
yeah, but some people like used to put effort into their trash, bro. You know
Oh
what I
no,
mean?
that's 100% true. That is my biggest gripe with. Sorry, Matrook, you're trying to say something.
Go for it. Go for it.
My biggest gripe with TikTok and I sound so curmudgeonly. Like I'm like, get off my lawn, but it feel like that with the kids these days.
Yeah.
Is the barrier to entry is so goddamn low. You ain't got to do nothing, and all of a sudden you can just publish yourself out there.
Yeah,
these
you just
these
hop on
kids
the
don't know how to
trends.
make anything of interest. Half of them don't know how to. Half of them don't know how to speak. Like I don't know how to explain that, but like their speech patterns are either monotonous or it's just not pleasing to the ears. And then you're putting out like these 10, 15-minute YouTube clips of like, this is. And when we go to the NBA and we look at the stats, and the stats tell us that we are looking at a What are you saying?
No sense of
Please say it
presentation.
differently. Punctuation is your friend. So is inflection. I don't understand.
I'll tell you a success story on TikTok.
Uh-oh.
There's this YouTuber called Milad Merg,
Okay.
and he works in Subway.
Is he an assassin? Because it sounds like an assassin.
Like the fast food restaurant
Like,
or
yeah.
like the transport?
No, Subway, the fast food restaurant,
okay.
right?
Okay,
And he's in New Jersey. And in 4 months, his YouTube channel got like 1.5 million subscribers, all because of his TikToks.
His
And
you-
he is so.
What was that?
And he is so.
That was a stray phone.
He is so fucking active on YouTube. Like he uploads his shorts on YouTube. and the guy has made, I don't know, probably millions. Like Subway loves him, everyone loves him.
What does he do?
He literally
Does he make sandwiches?
Yeah, he just makes sandwiches and talks about Karens and talks about daily life working in Subway.
So what
and
you're
stuff.
saying is his TikTok got him popularity on his YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, but but he's still making the content on YouTube, right?
No, he's mainly on TikTok. Like he has 5 million subscribers on TikTok and like 1.5 million.
Okay, so
on YouTube.
he's one of the 10% that actually has
That's
like
what I'm
something
saying.
interesting
There's some
or new
people, like,
or to do.
There's this guy that does the little do you know? No, it's not little do you know. This is not what you think it is, and it's like he talks about like weird military carriers and super transport ships and other things that you look
I'd
at. You're
watch
like,
it.
I've seen him.
yeah, he's really
I'd watch it.
informational. It's
I'd watch
fast,
it. Yeah.
informational, gets you to the point, and you look at things blow up. That's the best
I
part.
think a lot of the YouTube shorts
100%.
are actually TikTok videos.
Yeah, that's what
that
they
they
are. Yeah.
upload, yeah.
But the ones that I hate, man, are the pranks that are just fake, and it's
They're
like,
not even pranks.
oh,
half
they're
the
not.
time.
They're not even
prank culture
pranks.
is dead.
What is that? Was that a
No,
sketch? Is it a prank? What is it?
Prank culture,
It's
man,
dead.
I don't understand it, half of it. I'm with you. Like, I don't understand what is your niche here? Like, what are you doing? Like, there's those TikToks of like, I'm going to take this cold bath of water and throw it over my girlfriend while she's showering. And I'm like, great, we're just watching the end of your relationship. Why is this happening? Like, what sort of sadist? I'm not that sadist. I'm not that big of a sadist to like sit there and watch this. Like, there's those couples that are like, always doing those YouTube videos of like pranking
wars.
this, pretending I cheated on my girlfriend, and then pretend this, that. And then some of them go way too far. I'm like, why?
Like it's fucking clickbait on TikTok, basically.
But dude, this is the thing, right? A lot of them are so fake, and people know it's fake. So I was not enjoying it. And then when did I start enjoying TikTok? Is when I read the comments and I realized everybody there hates it. Like, nobody fucking actually enjoys what they're watching. It's like a group of friends where you're watching a terrible movie and that you know you're watching a terrible movie.
It's like when
it's
we
the
watch
new
Bollywood.
Tumblr.
Okay.
It's so fucking addicting. Like when I start watching shorts on YouTube, I cannot stop. I can't stop.
Well, that's the
I don't know why.
the
The
instant,
appeal of
yeah.
it. You just swipe and swipe
Yes.
and swipe.
And you're done.
That's the thing. That's the reason TikTok got so popular. That's the reason Vine was a big thing for a while. It kicks into that whole like.
Do you think
don't gotta-
TikTok is gonna die like Vine?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Eventually,
I think it's
I think it's
crash
going to
and burn?
evolve, though. I think it has the potential to evolve.
I think it's already started to change into where the longer and longer videos are available on TikTok, right?
Yeah,
like
it's up to 2 minutes now.
Yeah, and what was it before? It was like 15
It was like
seconds,
a minute,
30.
A minute, 15 max.
Yeah, no, it's changed a lot. And I mean, the content that I see, because I don't actually have TikTok, I don't go on TikTok, but I see some like TikTok, the big trends that come up on like YouTube or something,
Yeah.
or if it gets popular. And it seems to have changed a little bit from just like completely low effort lip syncing to at least now it's like, okay, you're not putting in any effort, but like God made you attractive, so you're a hot girl dancing. So like that's one of the things.
That's the thing in everything, though.
I know.
It's
I
crazy.
know,
Does
I
that
know.
kill you on the inside?
A
when you
little
watch
bit,
Does it?
A little bit, because I'm like there's genuinely nothing more to this. Or
But see, my
than-
question about TikTok is like, you have like stories on Instagram,
Yeah.
and it's more or less similar to TikTok. But
Reels
what-
or stories? Because
Reels
Reels
or
is like the
TikTok.
Reels is like Instagram's TikTok rival. You mean stories?
Middle East
stories,
doesn't have
reels,
it yet.
whatever. It's on Instagram.
Okay.
Why isn't Instagram as popular as TikTok? Like, what about TikTok makes it more popular than Instagram? You can do the same thing on Instagram.
China.
China,
That's
is
one.
that it?
Yeah.
It's the China money, bro.
It's the China money.
Tencent. Tencent
Tencent
owns
money.
the world. Is all I'm saying. That's just at least they own 10% of the world.
I saw like I was.
But their algorithms are better, and also
They kind of are,
the thing with TikTok, the reason that it appeals to content creators that want to get famous is that they promise to get you famous faster than any other platform.
Yeah, I know. Like
Their numbers
I know
are-
a friend of ours.
Yeah.
You know, had a TikTok channel, and he got like 500,000 views or some shit.
Yeah.
like
What?
over like a video. Yeah.
Which you think is a big deal because if you were on YouTube or if you're anywhere else and you got that much, you'd be like, that's huge.
Yeah.
But on TikTok-
TikTok's is crazy numbers.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
what
the way it works.
Charlie D'Amelio? No, she actually got upstaged by the Addison chick. I think Addison Ray or something has like the most watched video now. It's like or liked video. It's like 197 million or something.
Addison
It's-
Rae. That sounds like a
it's-
porn star.
It's
Is
some
that-
obscene.
she a
it's
porn
some
star?
obscene- No, I'm pretty sure that's
She a porn star?
it's a TikTok girl. I don't know if she's.
Is that where you
transitioned.
learned the Pornhub
What's the
jingle
difference
from?
these
It's
days?
very
Really?
likely.
Is that how you got the
I
Pornhub
think-
jingle?
I-
Is that it?
It's called its age.
No. I think the difference is
well,
like whether.
I think he's right though.
Honestly,
Like,
I don't know because I don't know who the fuck this person is. I'm
Yeah, I do.
assuming they're hopefully of age, or
I
else
pulled-
they
I
got
pulled
the
out a name.
heavies. But I want to know what's the this distinction anymore because I don't see the line. I don't see it.
No, I'm with you.
You look at it in the sense of OnlyFans porn or big studio porn because
no, but this is the thing. I have a prediction that all this crap, this streamer girls squatting and showing off tits and all this other stuff, just the cleavage, all this stuff on Instagram.
The hot tub debate.
The hot yoga girls, right? All this is gonna finally lead to an era of good porn again. I think it's gonna.
Is it?
That's
like
where I was so
story-driven.
hopeful. I was so hopeful he was gonna make a point.
70s,
had a point,
70s,
and you lost.
Story-driven.
Do you know what?
Acting.
I actually
quality.
I actually agree with Khaled because right now, like you go on Pornhub and it's all stepmother, step.
That's
all you see.
It's
fucking sick.
We're having.
Bring back the goddamn teachers and nurses. Right, that's what I want to see.
What are you doing, step teacher? I'm sorry.
I want failed Hollywood actors and actresses to do porn. That's what I want. This is how it used to be.
Red is 100% right. First of all, what? How did it used to be that?
It used to because what you'd get in the valley, right? Is if you're in the valley in California, if you'd lose your ability to make real movies.
I love that. I love that real movies.
Right?
Okay.
So what do? You do the no movies.
Fair enough.
That would be the case because it can pay more.
That was porn in the 70s, though.
And you could actually act. That's the thing. It would be an opportunity for you to act. Like nowadays, I think it's only softcore porn that's that way, where you kind of can test out the acting.
It's more along the lines of which studio you're working for.
It's a whole film.
Kink, it's more story driven than Brazzers.
Do you know
what the trailers are so story driven though? Yeah.
Do you know what the term in the industry is? Mattress actress.
Oh, okay.
Is that a term?
That's what they call the
mattress
actress. Yeah.
I'm a fan of that term. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah.
At least they have more respect because they actually have to take way too many dicks per second.
I want to
Instagram hot yoga. I'm pissed off because
I want to throw the question. I want to throw a question at you.
Listen, they didn't earn it. No. They didn't fucking earn shit. Okay. I respect a real whore, like a whore of Babylon, okay? And you're getting paid fucking bronze, and you're risking the wrath of God.
10 legs or some shit.
Wow,
do you see what I'm saying?
That's what turns Khaled on is when you risk the wrath. That's the thing.
I want the harlot of Babylon in my nightie.
Yeah, because at least look compared to the hot yoga chicks, okay, that will go out and they'll say, "Oh, don't objectify me." Don't treat me like a sex object. And then you'll see the next 500 posts, and it's all her butt.
Don't get
me
wrong. Like those girls, like the hot yoga pants, they all look the same. Honestly, they all look the same.
Well, because you don't see their face. That's why.
I remember.
Well, no, they show it, but Matrook isn't looking. That's all.
I fucking remember when I first started watching porn, like as a curious 10-year-old, 11-year-old.
Yeah.
What the?
There was so much variety.
You started young, dude. What is? There was like so much.
This is the age that didn't have to deal with 56K modems.
I was.
We had LimeWire. Right,
okay.
and
I had
and
LimeWire.
you used to
Talk to me
download
when you had Kazaa.
like we used to download a bunch of shit, and it was a variety.
Right.
Like everyone looked different. Every video was unique. Now it's like they all have the same wardrobe, the same fucking cameraman, the same everything. It's fucking boring. It's repetitive.
Jeff is filming it.
Yeah, no, totally. Screw Jeff.
You know, and
or don't. Apparently they never screw Jeff.
And like in
Jeff's professional.
In modern pornos, like sometimes it's okay. So the twist. The twist at the end is like Jeff takes off his pants and she starts sucking his dick. That's the fucking twist.
At least they're addressing.
Do you really watch your porn for this?
I remember.
At least they're addressing the fucking cameraman is in the room with the fucking TikTok shit. It's like a third person is like, oh, me and my couple girlfriend, we're both having a fight and we make up. Oh, it's like, who the fuck is the third person filming you?
It's honest. It's on a dolly.
It's a dolly. Now.
It's an AI dolly.
It was just casually there in the corner.
Learning, bro. Get
I
with
don't
the
accept
times.
that argument.
Dude,
I want it to be gin. There's a gin in the house.
Dude, new school porn, okay? The cameraman gets a blowjob. Old school porn, if it's like the wife is cheating on the guy, they follow through with that shit. I remember watching a fucking video. At the end, the fucking husband, walks in with a fucking gun.
There you go.
And then that's when they cut.
Is that what you
writers?
And you're left in
Bringing back
you need a
story-based
visual of the
porn.
brain splattering to have your own splatter? Like, is that what it's, like, whoa. Why do you need that for a Jackson Pollock?
There was effort. There was
I need
effort.
immersion. I need to be immersed in this fucking thing.
Oh my God! Speaking of immersion, can't tell you about the first time that in that 56K era, my friend, he's no longer a friend now, and you'll find out why. Showed me something that I had no intention of seeing. I was but a babe. I was probably 12 or 13.
Right.
And he called.
Oh,
me
you
over.
started off early.
And he's like, "Well, check it out. This is probably why I didn't continue." he calls me over at his house, and I'm like, "Hey, all right, cool. We're hanging out." This dude he's like, "Hey, you want to see something cool?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Why not? Why wouldn't I want to see something cool?" And we didn't. Well, we had internet, but I didn't use it much because my parents were like, they want to talk on the phone or something.
Yeah.
It was back in that time when you guys don't know this, but we had to choose between phones and internet.
And if someone started calling, there's no more internet.
Yeah, no, it was tough. So he called me over and he's like, "Hey, you want to see something cool?" And I'm like, "Sure." This guy pulls up for no reason whatsoever. Of all the things you could possibly pull up, it's some picture of a lady. And inside her genital orifice is like an octopus, just like coming out. I'm like, this is the one thing you wanted to show me. Like,
I don't understand how you managed to find the only
Octovagina.
octovagina with
That's
the
all.
octo going out of it, not into it. You know
I
what
mean, it was probably already inside, but and later in life, I've learned it was probably some sort of like real life hentai thing. I don't know, but
it was real life action.
It was an actual woman.
Wow.
It was
like
it an actual octopus?
So there was actually
No fucking an actual fucking
I
octopus.
mean, maybe it was photoshopped. I'm too young to remember
What
if
do you
it
mean?
looked
No,
that.
no. That was not
but-
Photoshop.
No, I don't.
Bro.
That
was
you're
real.
right. It was
That was
before the
real.
age of like really good
Photoshop back
Photoshop.
in the day. That was not real.
It was
Somebody took that hit, bro.
It was probably there, which kind of reminds me of like one of the best YouTube videos I've ever seen, which is like the guy's intro to tutorial to Photoshop, and it's all about like he starts out doing Photoshop, but it has to do something with his wife cheated on him. It's the best thing ever. You got to watch it. Sometime.
Turned into a porno at the end. What happened?
No, it's high. It's like high comedy. I haven't seen something.
Right, I'll take your word for it. But I
Octovagina,
need to
man.
go back to octovagina here. Was it a real? Was it a real octo?
Listen, I think so.
Not a prop. So there's no props department.
I mean, it was
The
a
Japanese
picture.
are
How do
very
I know?
busy.
Maybe it was a
So
prop.
how
Oh, it was a
how-
picture.
How,
Yeah, it was
how
a picture.
slimy
Oh.
was it?
I don't recall.
So was
Listen,
it a series
this
of
is
pictures?
56K.
Man
So
was traumatized,
it-
and you're asking for details.
This is 56K. It took a while for it to load, and my friend was a genius too. Like the upper half of her was clothed, so I didn't think anything was amiss while the rest is loading. And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting with.
I missed out on this stuff, man, because I think I would be like back in those days when we started. I wouldn't even get to the end of the picture. I'd just be done. I'd just be done, bro.
It's like a challenge. Like, can I fucking finish before the picture?
For the
goes up?
longest
It wasn't a matter
time,
of
bro.
if
For
I
the
could
longest
finish.
time, I was
If I
just
could
a.
last.
It's not even about the picture loading. It's about can I finish before a family member wants to place a phone call.
That's
That's all it is.
It's a problem. I was gonna say it's a problem, especially if you're like you're not a tits guy and you're an ass guy. You're just waiting a whole lot longer. It's like some of those guys are
Taking
just done at the
forever.
start. No, Siani.
The other thing I did know was I think Britney Spears is probably one of the first like deep faked or faked like celebrity nudes. Like that was a thing that like everybody in my high school was
Wait, when
talking
was
about
this?
like Britney Spears nudes.
Oh, but
like,
this is not deepfake. This is the old
no,
Photoshop shit.
not
The
deep
old,
fake. I used
yeah,
the
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
word.
picture on a porn
This was
star.
way before deep fakes was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
This
it was
is-
the fake nudes. Like
For
it
the
was-
kids that don't understand, it was an old school deepfake where we take a picture and put it on another picture, and that was it.
And they're all thinking like, really? That's super lame.
Listen,
That's
it
super
happened at the
lame.
same time with
Technology
South
was
Park.
super
South
late.
Park was a thing.
You sound like such a geezer right now, dude.
No, bro.
I mean,
He's on here to make me feel younger.
Is he?
Yeah, because he relates to the same shit.
I do.
See, the problem is like I can't like relate to TikTok and stuff, so I feel like I'm in the same
No,
club
you're
as
not.
you guys.
No, you're not. Like you abandon your values. The other day you were saying you're not a DVD and movies guy, and then it turns out you fucking have a huge DVD collection.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. What is this?
So are you or are you not a connoisseur?
I am a connoisseur.
There you go.
Oh, so you
just
Of
point the
DVDs.
camera. I am a fucking connoisseur
of DVDs?
of films.
No. You said DVDs.
No, I
Of
said
480p DVDs.
I said
You
film.
heathen. You Neanderthal.
I said films.
You hominid that should have been killed by
No, no.
Neanderthals.
Sir, I'm sorry. With some films, okay. It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
It's just better to
So-
watch them at 480p.
1080. What?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
what?
like,
Name one.
I
Name
like
one.
fucking older films like Bela Lugosi's Dracula. You know, like I'm not gonna watch that
1080p.
shit in full HD. I'm not gonna watch that shit in full HD.
Why not?
That's not the way God intended me to
I don't
watch
even
it.
know what this
I
movie
didn't
is,
intend
and
you to
yet
watch films, period.
I don't even know what this movie is, and yet I feel like you should watch it
from
in
the
1080p.
30s.
1080p.
They didn't have fucking 1080p back in the 30s.
Upscaled, bro. Dr. Strangelove upscaled into 4K.
It fucks with
only.
it fucks with the FPS.
Can I ask this thing? Because I don't want to make this a racist thing, but
Okay, wow. What a salvo.
I have
Opening
another.
salvo
I have
is great.
another. Sorry, I have another Pakistani friend.
Just one. Now you're one of two.
I need the two because the one is not enough cover, right? You need the
Right,
second
we
one.
got to get a different opinion. Yeah.
Exactly. So he had the same comment
About what?
about TV screens and alignment and where to watch it and like stuff like that.
I
no,
didn't say anything about TV screens for him. I said 480p.
I know, but I'm commenting on the first time you walked into my house, you saw the TV and you were like, yeah, the alignment's off.
I did. Listen, you guys, you don't understand. This man's couch is down here. All right, you sink to like zero, like -2 feet
sea level.
just to sit down, and the TV's up here. Eye level is here. TV's up here. It doesn't make sense. You gotta have it at eye level.
I did not know there was a science behind this, apparently.
This is actually the reason that I see homes in like the U.S., like new homes being made. And it just blows my mind. I see like this like cool like mantle fireplace thing like accent wall.
yeah.
There's this space for a TV, and it's like up here. I'm
I
like,
fucking-
who has couches up here?
I fucking
Why don't you tilt
hate
the
it.
TV down? And also, why is you've only given us this space so I can only put like 48-inch TV maximum?
I fucking hate it when they
who
put the
are
TV
you?
over the fucking fireplace.
I
hate it.
It kills me. It
but
kills
it's
me.
for casual glancing.
No, it's too like either have a fucking fireplace or a TV.
Oh yeah, because these are our TVs. now.
Yeah, that's
This is the
That's
TV,
exactly
let's be
it. That's what
honest.
that's the truth, bro. TVs are out of fashion anyway.
There's a field of vision for the human spectrum, and that is not it.
Yeah.
It was true. Shout out, by the way, to Quiby, which like died and is apparently being resurrected by Roku. Or
Is
something.
it?
I don't know.
What's a Quibi?
Yeah.
Quibi
guy-
was like mobile
Quibi was
TV. It
trying
was
to be
like,
the new YouTube.
I thought it was the
failed
mayor from
miserably.
well,
Simpsons,
it was
so-
they were trying to do like they had like some big shots like Anna Kendrick and like big A-list actors and actresses like on contract to do like these Quibi shows.
Oh
or
yeah, you
something.
got to get that Kendrick.
I love
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I watched a recent Netflix film Stowaway with her.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
damn.
It was okay. I thought her acting got mad whiny. She just sounded like a basic whiny white.
I generally.
to try, you guys.
Wasn't she always that though?
No, I don't.
I guess. I
That was
it never
literally
dawned on me.
like
Pitch
that.
Perfect
I
was
don't-
all
I don't-
about her pitch.
I don't.
That was literally it.
I don't like her for acting merits, right? Do I have
Her
to,
nose?
do I have to
What is
fucking
it?
state it to
Yeah,
you?
what do you
Or
like?
RBF?
What do you like her for?
What?
Never
She's
mind
not
that. Fucking move on.
Damn heavy.
Wait,
Fucking-
what is it? She's
Just
not
keep
even.
going.
She got
Keep
them
going.
teeth,
Roku.
bro.
What did Roku acquire?
I'm not trying to be rude
What
or
did-
anything,
what
but like
did Roku
she's
acquire?
pretty plain in the face. Like it's it's not the face. Okay.
Okay.
I don't.
Roku. You were saying?
I think they acquired Quibi. The point is, it's like it was TV on your phone. The idea was to do like some short but like well acted like TV shows or something like on your phone. I'm like,
YouTube.
Is
It's
TiVo
like
dead?
guide,
Is
yeah.
TiVo
So
dead?
they actually said well acted.
No,
That was their
that
pitch.
was
Like, well,
that's-
not bad, but better than porn.
This is my interpret. Better than Twilight, which is something. I mean,
Is TiVo dead?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because if you guys don't know,
I think
Huzaifa
so.
has been away from Bahrain for almost 2 years now, right? That's
Yeah,
about
like
it?
2.5.
2.5. So
Yeah, it's been a while.
So you've been living in Dallas,
Yes,
Texas.
I've been living in the thick of it. Yeah,
Texas,
Texas,
when
or
things go
home of the
down.
Cowboys.
home of COVID.
Any Texan watching thinks this accent is a horrific Texan accent
right.
because it isn't. I myself do not know what this accent is,
Yeah.
but
That's-
Texas, yes.
Texas is a good place for people like yourself.
Is it?
Yes.
I'll take it. Yes.
So
sure.
What was we were just talking about something and that got me to Texas and we were gonna ask something. What did I fucking
TiVo.
forget? TiVo.
TiVo.
Yeah. So you're aware of what family standards are in the States. Does anybody actually watch TiVo or like?
What do we think TiVo is? TiVo is just like the proprietary like DVR
cable box, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it, yeah.
My friend still has his TiVo, but
Like OSN would be the Khaliji equivalent of TiVo, right?
essentially TiVo is not really.
It's not
Comcast.
DVR though. Is
No,
it?
DVR.
DVR, sorry.
TiVo is just a like third-party DVR, like digital video recorder, essentially that like you would
But
get
it's
whatever
dead,
your cable-
right?
It basically is
I think
because
so.
With the advent of other companies,
It's all
actually
bundled
taking
in.
into it.
it's all bundled in. Like Xfinity / Comcast gives you that. OSN gave you the DVR with it, so you didn't need the third-party thing. And now with the advent of streaming, like nobody even really needs to.
Nobody watches
Or-
TV anymore.
Not so much. Like
the over 40 crowd, maybe, but anybody our age, nah.
Here's the weird thing: is I went back and like watched a little bit of TV recently. I do watch it when I have the Fubo subscription to watch like
What?
Fubo. It's called Fubo TV.
What is that?
In the States? It's basically allows me to watch it's online. It's live TV.
It's some pirate
subscription.
shit, is it?
No. It allows me to watch football / soccer, I guess, for the American audience. I watch my UEFA Champions League and La Liga.
Okay.
But I got cloud DVR on that.
I thought you almost said American football. I was gonna.
Well, I watch American football.
That's
too,
how
too.
that's what I understood. Actually,
I
thanks for clarifying.
I thoroughly enjoy it. The Kansas City Chiefs are my team. Thankfully, it's a good team to support right now.
I'm so sorry for you.
We're not. Are we?
Why?
We're not getting into American
We're
football.
not.
No.
We're not.
No,
we're not going to do this. We're not going to talk about Patrick Mahomes and
The wrong show.
the second coming. This is
Wrong
nothing to do
place.
with Bedouins.
Have you
Alright.
seen The Wall? Do you think these are people that are actually into football?
Come on, bro.
No. Well, the point was just that if I ever see any ads on it, like it jars me. I'm like, why do I have to sit through this ad? Excuse me.
Like all I know about
I
football
paid
is
for
like
this.
I just know two things:
Yes.
Brady
That's one thing.
Shadow Legends.
and then deflated football.
That's three. Yeah,
You know
deflate
what?
gate.
You know what? I'm insulted by that.
We're not going to talk about American football, so let's not talk about Tom.
I want to talk about these fucking fights that are coming up. If you guys want to talk about sports,
What?
Sure.
Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan Paul. Okay.
Oh my god.
That man is
Well,
going to
he
be
said fights.
decimated.
I was gonna get serious.
I thought he was
He
talking
said
about
Logan Paul.
No, why would you think that? Oh, you're right. They're not serious.
Yeah,
fights.
they're not. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
They're
think you were
terrible.
thinking about like punching bags or like I don't know.
No, I was just thinking about like if we're going to talk
Trading
about
dummies.
sports, might as well talk about stuff that's on the same realm as TikTok and Kayfabe. Can't say it. Can't say the word. But
Kayfabe.
Kayfabe.
There you go.
I don't know who the fuck Kayfabe is, right? You've been talking about it for the past hour. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
So,
Because they don't want you to know.
Kayfabe is a gentleman in Southeast Japan back in the 1850s, actually, who was the first gentleman to propose the philosophy that as a samurai, you must embody the full Bushido code and not just live it during the time that you come into battle. Because that's what they used to do, right? They used to like show up in battle and like then all of a sudden like the samurai code's a thing, but when they left they were just like heathens stealing and thieving and everything. But the kayfabe was like, no, guys, you guys have to like be a
Follow
samurai
through.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And the best part about this whole thing is none of what I said is true.
I don't believe you. That's what I was gonna say. I don't
kayfabe
fucking
is.
believe you.
That's what Kayfabe is right there.
I was just gonna say I don't fucking believe you.
But yeah, that's I think
Knowing you, have
he
they-
probably does it better than I do. I don't.
It's literally the act of like basically impersonating a character larger than yourself for the sake of creating a storyline or a narrative.
So an alter
But like
ego,
embodying
basically.
it, yeah.
You embody it, yeah.
But like throughout, so
Stone
I think
Cold
it,
Steve
yeah, it
Austin
comes
and
from
Stone Cold
wrestling.
Steve Austin, the Great
Comes from
Zabari.
wrestling.
Same.
The Rock,
I didn't go
maybe
there.
the People's Champ, like that kind of thing.
President Trump.
President Trump's probably the best
One
example
of the
of
best.
kayfabe
Yeah,
like,
he's a
in
good
history.
example. He's a good example.
Him and Mr. Garrison.
So kayfabe is not a person; it's a code. Like
I actually
it's
don't
a
know the
persona.
origin.
It's an act.
What is
It's
the
a
origin of the word?
persona.
Does anybody know?
I actually don't know what
Like
the origin-
etymologically, I have no
No
idea.
idea.
I
why
thought
we
you
are.
guys were talking about a person. a
No.
human being.
No, but I don't
No.
hold it against you for thinking that. It sounds like a person's name.
Yeah.
It
Sounds
does.
one of those like TikTok people, kayfabe.
Or K-Fed. One of the...
Kayfabe.
So
Britney Spears
Logan
ex.
Paul, you were
Yeah, so
saying?
in the world of like how everything's spilling into everything else, and now everything is becoming TikTok and social media and kayfabe. That's what I feel like these fights have become. Like with Jake Paul, there was a little bit of an interesting story there because, he's an asshole. He knows how to build himself up as a villain. He knows how to get people talking about them.
That's
Him,
true.
all of them. So he's done a really amazing job.
I mean...
And his recent stunt, holy crap.
Oh, you mean stealing
which
Mayweather's? Yeah.
What? He stole Mayweather's
Hat.
In a face-to-face while weighing in, I think they were facing off each other, and then he's just like, got your hat, and tried to run.
Let me call Al Heyman. Let's make it happen. I'm on 2-in-1 night. Got your hat.
You got a list.
Yeah, well, as you saw there, Paul, who, like his brother, is a boxer and internet celebrity, swiped Mayweather's cap off the very top of his head and ended up being involved in a bit of a scuffle with Mayweather and some of his bodyguards.
Keyword tried before his two Samoan bouncers jumped on him, ripped up his shirt a little bit, and took the hat back.
And
Wait.
Mayweather got triggered.
Can we go back a second? Like, wait, Jake Paul's trying to fight Mayweather?
Well, he did call him out, but that's not what the fight is that's upcoming. The upcoming fight is his brother, Logan Paul,
Versus Jake Paul?
versus Mayweather.
Are you kidding?
Not kidding.
Why did Mayweather even agree to that?
Money.
Because money, and it's Mayweather.
Money.
Well,
Easy
to
money,
be-
bro.
To be fair,
He
if
never-
if you've heard Mayweather talk,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like he's got much going on.
I don't think Mayweather can tell them apart. To
I
be
mean, the
honest.
man,
I I get to beat up this tall white boy. Thanks.
Yeah, like ever since the McGregor fight with him,
What
I think
is wrong with any of the Pauls to think that that's a fight that is I get money?
because it's not about that.
It's not
Dude,
about that.
even
It's-
regular fighters and boxers don't even shy away from saying they're only fighting for the money anymore. Like there used to be a way, like almost a code, like you'd say,
yeah.
a samurai code. A Kayfabe. But in this day and age, people just say it. They're like, I'm in it for the money. Ben Askren, all these people would just say, I'm just fighting for the sake of, hey, whatever happens, happens. And
But
then
I mean, those
Honesty-
kinds of
honesty's
fights
good.
are already known to be like they're not real fights. They're there to put on a show.
They're promotions. They're not fights.
The Ben Askren one was really weird to me. Like
Yeah.
it
A
didn't make.
grappler going into boxing.
Well, yeah. First of all, yeah, it made zero sense. I'm like, oh, this is a UFC dude. Fine, he got knocked out like crazy by Jorge Masvidal, like the last fight. Yeah, Jorge. And yeah, Jake Paul's got Masvidal on his camp or something. I don't know what that was about.
That
Like,
was
he's
just to
like,
piss him
"Oh."
off, dude.
I don't know what the whole.
You know what he did? You
Ben
know what he
Askren
did?
was like unflappable.
No,
dude.
no, but
Ben
this is
Askren was just chilling.
no,
all
that
the
wasn't
time.
the thing that I thought was really like Ben Askren being unflappable. The other thing that Paul did that was fucking messed up, right? But it was also like amazing how he makes people hate him. He unfollowed everybody on his Instagram completely. Every single person kept only one follow.
Who's that?
Ben Askren's wife.
Oh no.
He just followed Ben Askren's wife, and that was it.
Oh damn.
That was
That
the
is
shittiest.
good with the mental fucking. He is
Right?
amazing.
He's fucking
Well, I don't.
the Machiavelli
I just
of
don't-
mental
I
online
don't. I don't
fucking.
think any of that mattered to Ben Askren.
No,
I
it
really
didn't,
don't.
because he
Didn't.
knows it's fake.
It didn't, but he's putting on the show.
That's the thing.
But, man,
what
these-
pisses people off is the UFC fans. They get pissed off, not
Yeah.
Ben Askren.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
now,
and the fans should be.
yeah,
They should be.
How many
Dana White was livid every time somebody asked him about it. He's like, don't ask me about it. I don't want to talk about Jake Paul. 3 minutes later, after he talks about Jake Paul, he's like, damn it, you made me talk about Jake Paul.
Sure, these guys are fucking smart, man. Like, yo,
They
Jake
are.
Paul has like what 20 million followers
No, they are.
on
It's
YouTube.
He's
Subscribers.
He's got smart people working with him.
but that's
and
the
behind
thing,
him
right?
for
That's
him,
the
yeah.
the YouTube scraps. They're always like that. YouTubers know how to generate
Yeah.
traffic
KSI
by.
versus Jake Paul or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like,
But before the fights, you know what I'm talking about. When a channel calls out another channel, right, and they know how to get traction by being mentioned, right, and by basically trying to piss off another channel that they know is bigger than them, and then if that bigger channel talks about you and responds because he fucking fell for your little bait,
Suddenly your subscribers go up.
well, suddenly your subscribers want to fight with his subscribers, and suddenly everybody knows about what he is and who he is, and then you're trending. And his
I'll
name's
subscribe to
trending.
this dude because I want to know what's up.
I'm gonna pick him apart by watching every single video and giving him all that ad revenue.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually haven't thought about it that way for some reason, but that's a very good point.
YouTube does not like if you want to talk about algorithms, it does not care what kind of comment you post. Because the filter's there. The filter's going to take away anything.
That's not true anymore.
No. If you post a comment, your comment will automatically be removed by the filter if it's swearing or anything. But if you're just hating, like if you're just a hater, like you're here to come and debate somebody for an hour and a half.
No, it doesn't matter. You are now a watcher, and you commented for them. You are now
For
a
an
number
hour
in
and a
our system.
half,
Yep.
you're with another troll that is, let's say, a Logan Paul or Jake Paul fan, and you're a UFC guy, and you're like, "Fuck you, no, that wasn't a real fight. Ben Askren faked it and took the takedown." Do you see what I'm saying? That's what they fucking want, bro.
Yeah, can we talk
Engagement
about
is
something real
engagement.
quick?
Yeah.
Like when we talk about engagement and like comments, like have any of us here? I never have. Unless by quick game, never have I ever. Never have I ever commented on a YouTube video.
Same.
I have.
You have.
I've never commented.
Okay,
I've
you're
had a fight.
First person I've known. Oh
I've had
wow,
a fight.
Okay, tell us more because I've never been down that road ever.
I've
always wondered.
I don't know what they're called in China.
Oh god, of course.
Story's starting
Here we
amazingly.
go.
This is phenomenal.
There's a word for like state-sponsored.
Called people.
No, they're not people. There's a word for like state-sponsored propaganda members of the Communist Party.
Okay.
And there's a whole wave of them that go on certain videos, specifically like what is it, visual politic and those kind of videos, and they'll talk about they're trying to change the image of China in the West, right?
So wait, these people have access to YouTube?
Yes.
China's opened up YouTube for
It's
them.
imagine no. These are people that are sanctioned, like political. Like if you're part of the party, there's a word for them in
but
China.
They're like
50
not
Cent
in
party.
China.
There's
though, or
like
something.
they're bootlickers of the party.
I
see what I'm saying?
I hear you
Officially,
entirely.
they're
Yeah.
called the 50 Cent Party. They just go online and do everything for.
The fucking 50 Cent.
50
Yeah.
Cent party?
Yeah.
They got bottles in the club? I don't know.
They must be if they're working for the government.
Just ruin other people's birthdays.
It's not your birthday.
Yo, Shorty,
You ain't gonna find me in the club.
Not your birthday. No, go ahead.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Take COVID. Go ahead.
Shitty walk.
Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so this guy was showing up on a visual politics video, and the video was about Saudi, right? Ooh. Yeah, and they have some hard-hitting criticisms, right? So I watch this stuff. I consume it all the time. I like to know what the West thinks about us, right, and what they comment about us. So this fuckhead goes in on the video, because the video is kind of critical of, let's say, Saudi and some of the policies, and he says, "Oh yes, this is why the West is out to get everybody. This is why the West is doing this to the Middle East. They want you to hate it. They want to do this." And it says his name in China, and China is an ally to everybody. And I just went,
everybody.
Listen, bro, right? That motherfucker might be a snake, but you're the fucking dragon in my shoe, bro.
In my shoe.
I don't fucking give a shit, bro. You were just, I'd rather the devil I know, bro. That was the idea behind that conversation. And he just kept trying to like show that he's a friend of the Middle East. And I was like, no, man,
Sorry.
Dude, is that China?
That was They showed up out of nowhere.
Shoveling from the other side of the world.
I got
right?
so nervous. I'm sorry, it was a footrest.
Right, anyway, but that's the point. That's the only freaking one that triggered me, bro.
That's crazy.
Because it's like that guy that sees you fighting in high school, and he's a fucking cunt. You know that guy? Like, and you're fighting this dude, and you're like, I hate this fuck, and he just comes in and starts slithering your hair.
Hiss! Oh, you've hissed your last.
It's like, dude, yeah, he said, fucking, you're a cunt, dude. Just stay the fuck out of this. You have nothing to do with this. No, you're not, my friend.
No, I hear you, but it's funny. It's good to listen to that because I've genuinely
not once.
I've never met somebody who's commented on YouTube.
No, I mean commented
videos, and I've never commented.
You've never.
And I always wonder. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I've never done it.
People comment like crazy.
You said you did,
but who?
No,
does?
I never done it.
Not once.
Never.
I've done that. I've had an exchange with somebody where it's like
I actually thought of a very.
I got to take it back.
What?
Before people are like, this guy's a liar. Like,
Oh.
kadhab, wallah, kadhab.
Okay.
I have.
Pornhub doesn't count.
I have commented on a Bedouin Banter or a Banter Buddies video. Okay, so I have
Doesn't count.
But that's not even YouTube.
I thought of a.
Well, technically, if there's anywhere you're gonna comment, you might as well comment on that comment right here on the comments down below.
I thought of a very smart comment
welcome.
today, and I wanted to pop my comment cherry, but another guy beat me to it.
Who?
On some video that I watched, I don't remember what was it like.
You have such a coy smile. There's better be more to the story.
It was about a bunch of. It was about how they make mochi in Japan.
Okay.
And this guy was like, I can do like, was it three
You're so cute
three
right
something a second?
He really is.
Right? It's like he's retelling his first love.
Hey, Matrook, you're adorable.
I was waiting for you. I was like,
what's the thing? What's the thing, Red?
go ahead.
Yahlala or something?
Yahlala.
Yeah, tell
Are you guys trying to make me blush?
You're,
right
you're
now?
blushing.
You're already blushing.
Easy there. You don't have your headsets on.
Oh,
You
I know.
have no idea what that sounded like.
What's the fucking comment? I forgot. Never mind.
I'm so sorry. I
Anyway.
derailed your story. Mochi in Japan.
Mochi Japan.
Yeah, I don't remember what the comment.
Oh wow. Okay.
Adorable.
Wait.
Did you comment as a little Japanese schoolgirl?
No.
Did your
wait.
crush comment on it too?
Mochi-san, Oni-chan, notice me, senpai.
No.
You're telling me your story the way
I found it.
God, please.
I found it. So the guy was like, in the video, he's like, my average is about 3 poundings per second.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Average is 3 what?
3 poundings per second.
That's a jackhammer.
I have.
And this guy beat me.
You couldn't help. You wanted it so bad. You're like, this is my moment. I am coming in hot, and I see it. I see it a mile away. You weren't fast enough, bro. Did you have to log in? Is that what happened?
I'm always logged in. I got YouTube Premium, bitch.
Oh shit!
You are?
Yeah.
Why? No ads.
ads.
No ads.
That's it.
And I can listen to music and switch my screen
Yeah.
off.
Oh my god.
It's literally for the lock.
Saves,
Oh, such a lie.
saves me a lot
Come
of
on, the
charge.
lock though. That lock.
Come
What are
on,
you talking
Huzaifa,
about?
come on.
Lock.
Stop being the devil. No, you like it.
Stop being the what?
You like it.
I don't have YouTube
You-
Premium.
come on.
I have no love lost
you
for
want
it.
to.
You would want.
I
don't want to.
generally
haven't
can
tried
say tonight of all night. It's Ramadan night. That no,
That's true.
I
And
don't
it might
want
be Laylatul Qadr as well.
I don't want it. I don't want YouTube Premium. I have no desire.
All right. Fair enough. So, if you're not YouTube Premium members, enjoy the ads that are coming up. Oh wait, there aren't any ads.
I forgot that we're on YouTube as I was saying that.
There aren't any ads.
I mean, I love YouTube Premium. I want it.
We don't get paid jack shit on this show. So please get YouTube Premium if you can.
Why did you remind me earlier that like somebody give me some eyes? Like, bro, we're on YouTube.
I loved it. I wanted it to.
Dude, I don't know these. I'm
let
not
it
aware enough. Okay,
So if we
come
can
on.
just go back to the Jake Paul and
Yeah, Mayweather, Logan Paul, and Mayweather. Right. So Jake Paul is basically just trolling because he's the better troller. I'm gonna be honest. Logan is not an interesting person
anymore.
He's not. There's no hate.
Was it
Was he
before
ever?
or after the Japanese thing?
The Force of Death. I think
Yeah.
it was when that happened. He just
changed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, I just filmed it.
See, this is the thing. He knows that he doesn't want to be hated. But Jake Paul's strength is that he doesn't care and he
No, no,
wants to be hated.
I genuinely think he wants to be hated for the simple fact of more views.
Yeah.
More views, CPM, more money.
Yep.
And just it's a cycle for him.
What's
Exactly.
CPM?
Clicks per minute.
Okay.
I think people actually think Logan's more legit than Jake.
Well,
More so now,
yeah.
than when he was. Just
Right.
because he's been very quiet recently in any kind of social sphere.
Well, he's got that podcast, which most people tune into, and they like that. But I think that the problem is that for everything else, it's fine. But for the fight, it's not an interesting fight. With Jake Paul, you have the villain, the guy everybody hates, and he's fought other non-fighters before, and then Ben Askren.
KSI, right?
No, that was
KSI
Logan.
his brother,
Logan, yeah, fought KSI. So Paul was like this guy that just knew how to promote himself. He knew how to make that fight relevant by saying that he's legitimately going to try to do boxing. And he picked somebody that he knew he could beat, right? That's one aspect to it. And he knew how to piss people off in order for them to kind of like make that debate happen. Like, yeah, Ben Askren's a wrestler, but he's also a real fighter, and he's done things under pressure. He's an Olympian wrestler, and he knows how to, make it happen. Look at him on the mitts. So there's a little bit of an ongoing debate in that, where it's like maybe, and the people are like, no, but Jake actually was a boxer and at a certain level. That guy has no experience boxing. It's not the UFC. It's a completely different environment. So people didn't buy into it at all. But the majority of people did. Now, what's going to happen with Logan Paul? What's going to happen with Mayweather? Nothing. What's the story?
It's just hype to get more views, dude.
Yeah, but what is the hype?
Here's the hype.
Exactly.
Here's the hype. Can you imagine if Floyd Mayweather gets knocked down
No.
or loses to a YouTube boxer
don't
and
think it
Conor
can.
McGregor
Nobody
couldn't
believes
do
it.
Nobody believes it, but everybody wants to see it. I want to see it, and I hate the balls. I hate everything about all of this boxing thing.
Is
this whole YouTube boxing, but I want to see.
Is Floyd still relevant, like in the boxing world?
Yes.
I mean, he's considered the GOAT. You
Yeah.
know,
Is he?
I think so.
He was never like the most entertaining guy.
No.
Because
no.
he's just...
He fights for points. He fights smart.
Yeah.
He'll evade. He wins fights. He's
And we
not-
saw that in the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was a better fighter, but Mayweather got the better points.
So a lot of
Yeah.
people just watched his fights, but they didn't necessarily enjoy him as a boxer because he's not a knockout artist.
No.
He plays it safe. He's this defensive guy. You're never gonna hurt him. He literally likes to like drown you. That's his thing. He says like, "I'll take you into the deep water and slowly drown you." And it's a slow thing. So it's an attrition thing.
That's what he did with McGregor.
Yeah.
Over like 12 rounds or something.
Exactly. And even though McGregor got some cool hits in there was some interesting moments,
matter.
which is what I'm going to think is going to happen with Logan. He's going to flail a couple of times, and then the crowd is going to go, maybe he's going to get a lucky shot. And that's going to be it. But I see your angle. You're saying, but wait, are you saying that some people are tuning in because they want to see Mayweather beat him down?
No.
No, the
No,
opposite.
no, the opposite. Can you imagine the like Ahab's whale moment of like
No.
of like what if like it would be the Moby Dick of all things
Not
like what
possible.
I know.
Not fucking
But
possible.
what-
That's the
you're
thing.
right,
That's
but
the
what
thing.
if?
What
If it was any other fighter.
But what if?
But the most defensive, I don't get hurt by most
Exactly,
punches.
and that guy, what if he gets knocked down by a
the
YouTube
whole appeal.
boxer?
It'll never happen. But
But what if?
But
It's
what do you mean,
it's like-
what if?
it's
Nobody's saying the what if.
It's like
Nobody's
I-
thinking.
I'm saying it
we're
right now. I
saying
don't
it, but
know.
we don't have anything on the line.
I have no idea if that's actually the thing.
I want to bring it like to wrestling. It's relevant because the Undertaker had like a streak.
Oh, yeah,
on
undefeated
WrestleMania.
for the- yeah.
Undefeated.
Forever.
At every fucking year
Yep.
in WrestleMania. Like, what if? Is
Actually,
it going to be 23-1?
100% true. 100% right. And
But
then he
that's
finally
different,
lost one.
though. That's fake.
Is it though? Excuse me. Wrestling is not fake.
Wrestling
okay.
is staged.
Let me tell you something. It's very real. All right.
It's real.
People
The
get
hits
hurt.
they take
You know
are
what the realest
real.
part about
It's
it
their
is?
effort.
But they've
I'll tell you what the
trained to
realest
take
part
Their
about
effort
it
is real.
The effort is real, and the most real part about wrestling is the kids get hurt. Their feelings
they
get
do.
hurt.
They're feeling.
They do. The
Their
kids.
ears get hurt.
The kids are just
Their hearts
absolutely.
get hurt.
Their hearts
I mean,
are hurting.
This actually reminds me of a.
They're holding on tight to their
Are-
plush dollies.
Are you
Their
aware of
Ultimate
AEW?
Warrior dolls? As they grind away their tears.
Wow. Are you? I don't
But
even
it's
want
still
to
a
talk about.
but it's still a family-friendly show.
It is.
Yes.
It's WWE. Yeah.
Are you aware of AEW at all?
Yeah.
That's the restaurant, right?
All elite.
All elite wrestling.
Oh,
It's
no.
basically competitor to WWE.
thought
A
AEW
bunch
was
of
the-
ex WWE
Great
stars.
chili
are there.
cheese fries with A&W.
A&W?
Yeah.
I used to
Crazy
eat
fries.
their triple
No
papa
tomorrow.
roast beef
Oh,
burgers.
God,
My
the,
God.
the root beer, bro.
I've never liked their
No?
root beer, but you know.
Okay.
No.
But other things. The point of it was that there was a guy who was so in character. He was like the champ. Like a kid came up to get a signature from him.
Yeah.
At a convention. He was so in character that he saw the kid and he flipped him off and told him to get lost. And like the dad was just like, "What?" The kid like started crying. It wasn't until like later the guy was like, "I was just way too in character." But I'm telling you, man, the kids get hurt. Dude.
Just say
That
that
is-
you don't always.
I swear this is
you don't
true.
always have to be in character. I think that's what Hudaifa was trying to say.
No, I'm saying the opposite. I'm just saying the kids get hurt. That's all.
That's fucking brilliant.
But no, I'm generally. I think that's why people would watch Logan Paul
I
versus
know,
Mayweather.
but somebody has to put their reputation on the line. We've got fuck all. We don't have any respect. We don't have any platform. We don't have anything. So we can say it. We can say, what if this happens?
What if?
Right? But Chael Sonnen, as far as I know, no fucking promoter.
Is Chael Sonnen a promoter now?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's he promoting?
All these fights. Go to Google him right now.
He's
it says
a promoter
Chael Sonnen.
for these fights.
Every fight on YouTube, Chael Sonnen's talking about it. Every single fight.
I got a question.
Google him right now.
Chael
It does
Sonnen's a
not
smart
say.
dude.
He does not say UFC fighter. It says promoter.
I got a question for you guys.
Interesting.
Do you
Well,
think-
because he's not fighting anymore. He retired.
Do you think
Yeah,
if this? do you
but
think
he
if-
knows what he's good at.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Do you think if the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight happens, do you think it's going to be staged?
No,
Do you think
Like scripted?
Yeah.
no,
I don't know,
think so?
man.
no.
I have a suspicion that some of these.
Yeah, and if
fights
Logan
are-
Paul loses,
I don't
he's going
think-
to lose with like what, $10 million.
No,
That's
no.
what they
There-
said
look,
about Ben Askren, but I didn't believe it.
There's no way in hell, I think, that they would allow Mayweather to lose either. Like, I don't think that it's possible.
That's
Like-
my point.
Like, if he gets knocked down once, the ref will like do some stuff to like call it on points. There's like because Mayweather's entire legacy would be in the drain.
That's
if
my
he lost to
point.
Logan Paul,
Yeah, there's so much
like
at stake.
There's no. He's zero.
not
there's,
going to.
no
I'm,
way.
all I'm trying to say is,
Absolutely
if something
Absolutely
happened,
no
like by
chance.
some like
hand of
lightning
God
struck him on the head,
descended
No,
upon
dude,
they
fucking
would
Mayweather.
interfere to make it the case. Like you gotta believe that. Come
Sting
on,
would come down from the rafters.
Yes, he would.
fucking with a folding chair.
Owen Hart would come back from the dead,
Oh,
trampoline
wow.
down, and then die again.
That's
While
how
that's
it
I
Oh,
can't believe I
that's
said
fucking
that.
dope.
I don't know why I said that.
On the 29th night of Ramadan, you
just to
fucking say
draw
that shit.
attention away from the fact that Mayweather just went down. I'm just saying something.
I don't like if that happens.
sorry, I can't-
Alamat al-qiyamah, bro. I'm telling you right
Rest
now.
in peace, Owen Hart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the Hart
It's not.
family that's
So-
never gonna watch this, but
Chael Sonnen, Google promoter, American promoter. It'll say it.
that's all it says, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great at what he does.
He
I
knows how to
hated
talk.
him in the UFC, but I've always enjoyed his mic skills, for lack of a better term, are on point.
Can we say something here? Do you think you
And his
guys,
trash talk is
because this is perfect, right? This is a good segue into a question I wanted to ask about something. With like all this stuff like fight promotion and promotion in general, people, we've noticed the trend over the last 5 years that if you're good at promoting your shit, you can make anything work. You can fucking get a presidency, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so are we talking the age of like if you're working in any field, I don't care what it is, if you're engineering, Is it good to have the promoter skills? Like
Yeah.
the talker?
I think that's always been the case, though.
Has it?
In history, absolutely.
Really?
can-
though?
The ability to promote yourself is, I mean, that's why marketing is like a perennial career.
You can make anything interesting if you're promoted enough.
Yeah, but before you had to work within a specific hierarchy. You didn't have access to the ability to self-promote like now.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. The ability to do it is 100% a newer
Easier.
thing for everybody. The
It's
barriers
easier
to
now.
entry are much lower. The value of being able to do it, though, has always been there. I mean, even in the past, if the barriers to entry were there, I mean, like, say, just some accountant. Right, just a CPA
Yeah,
that
yeah.
can promote himself as being like, I will, like, not just like I'll do your taxes, but like I'll help you get a new house for $1.
Yeah.
Because I have some loophole. Like that dude would sell like hotcakes.
There's that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a fucking like an engineer, for example, who starts a YouTube channel. If he happens to be good looking,
Yeah.
he can fucking promote the shit out of that. Something boring
Or
to a
even
lot of
not.
people.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be good looking?
Yeah, he doesn't have to be good
I'm just
looking.
saying.
He's not a girl.
There's
that just plays into his merits. Yeah, dude. He's good. Yeah, just happens to be good looking.
All right, fair enough. There's the same thing on TikTok. You see that
Yeah.
there's like a plastic surgeon that does commentary
Yep.
on people's plastic surgery.
Yep.
And then there's a
Fucking-
lawyer dude.
Fucking Gordon
The
Ramsay's.
lawyer dude is good.
Gordon
haven't
Ramsay's
s-
on TikTok.
I
didn't know
haven't
that.
seen the lawyer.
The lawyer dude literally watches other people's like videos and stuff, and he's like just commentary about
What
like
about like legal issues?
like legal issues. Like the guy would like be talking about where to like if a cop is there, this is where I store my weed, and
right,
hide it, and do this.
right.
And he's going.
But like,
yeah, why? But really, I think everybody should shake their head at that. Like, what? Why are you?
But-
Why out yourself like
He's
that?
the best part is that he goes over those stupid videos and he disputes like common myths about what you can and can't do. So he'll go over like people being pulled over by police and acting in a specific way and saying, "Yeah, she's about to get shut down right now."
See, that's smart TikTok content.
Yes.
that's actually valuable, interesting, different.
That's exactly it.
even on YouTube, they bring like I watched a video of this like dude who was in the mob, like commentating on several mob movies.
Yes.
You saw that, right?
It's Wired. Wired does those.
Yeah,
series,
Wired. I don't believe this guy was in the mob. Like
Why?
No, I googled him. He was.
he was.
Yeah, I googled
But
him
how can-
instantly. Instantly, I googled him.
Don't they have the omerta thing where like they can't like be public about this shit?
Well, no,
What?
he
You mean
he was a witness.
Loyalty, you mean?
Yeah, the oath basically.
But he was a guy that testified against them.
He testified against the mob. I googled him. He testified against the mob.
yeah,
He
but aren't
served
people
jail
out to
time
get?
too. I
Aren't
think.
people out to get him?
I wondered the same thing. I'm like, how is he
Probably,
just
but
doing
not
this?
in the sense that is life threatening.
They probably don't know his location.
I
That's
think
probably what it is.
Yeah.
I think anybody that would be after him is probably long gone, dude.
Maybe that too.
Fair enough.
Probably
It's not like I think-
next to Jimmy Hoffa somewhere,
Yeah.
wherever he is. Who knows?
He never left. He ascended
Old
into
school
heaven.
references. Jimmy Hoffa. What was it? I was going to say that the Russians actually do some shit that's scarier because the Russian KGB and like even the government, they have an ability to come and assassinate you years down the line. Like they'll wait
For what?
for any slight you've done in the past.
Oh,
So the guys that got
Nice.
poisoned by what was it, the uranium or
radioactive?
polonium.
Polonium, yeah.
Probably polonium poison.
In London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
They
guy
got, like,
was
weird skin,
living
yeah.
free. Like his life was like
Yeah.
like nobody's after me. I don't have to live in fear anymore. And this guy had done some slight. I can't remember what the story was, but he had basically betrayed intelligence operations,
Double
whatever
agent.
it is. Yeah, but this was ages ago.
Yes, 20 years ago.
And this is like now cashing in the check. It's
Yes.
like we'll get you. Just wait.
Eventually.
And they fucked him up. Well,
I mean, there's people that like crossed Tsar Rasputin like 200 200 years ago, and then they got killed like recently, right? Is that are we? No, we're just not gonna go. With
Are we-
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
going with
Are
the
you making
supernatural
generalizations about the Slavic people?
I think
What? Yes.
I think I know who killed them. It's called natural causes. I think that's the name.
See?
Rasputin isn't dead, bro.
No, that.
tried.
No, Rasputin fucking reincarnated into the
story
fucking
of
bug
Ra-
one.
the
and
story
then-
Wow. Nope. I don't buy it.
Well, we're not getting into the whole bug one thing.
No, we're not.
Because I rewatched Wild Wild Country recently.
What? Oh, yeah, no. I watched like a couple of episodes of it. I never finished it, but that is a riveting
Never seen it.
documentary. It's riveting.
That dude is a fucking cult leader.
It's about a yogi or a guru, who started like essentially a cult in like
Oregon.
in Oregon.
Okay.
In like West Oregon, and it grew into this insanely huge thing.
Is this the dude that
It's
was
called,
a Netflix
they call him Osho.
Osho,
There's
yeah.
another.
But there's a bunch of them, so I don't know
Is
which one
there-
you're talking
go ahead,
about.
what were you asking?
There was a Netflix documentary about one of these guys.
Yeah,
and-
that's called Wild Wild Country.
Is that the one? Is he the one where he's sleeping with the chicks in the hotel room and then like doing some weird shit
I
with
think
hot
that's
yoga?
a lot of them. I don't think that's specific to that.
No. Like
100% on point, by the way.
Yeah,
but
true.
I think that's the one actually.
where he basically like took them all on a retreat and then.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think so.
okay.
I think so.
All right.
I think what people.
Oh no, that might be a different one actually. That might
I-
be a more recent one.
Okay, this guy would like sit on a fucking shrine of a throne on top of like this, I don't know, air conditioning
that
unit.
sounds like him.
I got-
That sounds like him.
I got
And he used to show up in like Rolls Royces.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
him.
guy.
I got a
Okay,
question
yeah.
for you about these people.
How do they not see it
No,
coming?
I got a question for you.
How do they not see it?
Smart. I got a question.
Right.
So these people, like, apparently, their philosophies and their quotes are pretty okay. You know, some people follow them and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, it makes sense, but they don't like the person that's preaching them.
Yeah,
Is that fine?
that's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, because I've done a couple of years of yoga. I've went on a yoga retreat in Bali. I've seen some of these people. I'm not alien to this, and I'm a very practical, skeptical guy.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that some of these guys, you can smell them a mile away, like literally as well.
And Danny,
So-
and Danny, what was
It's all that hot yoga.
because I
So many farts. Bro.
I got
no
into
idea.
I got into a whole debate with a friend of mine, and we're like, Yanni, she was saying that,
What?
I follow this guy.
Okay.
Um,
Spiritualist.
yeah, but like I don't necessarily like him as a person. But,
Okay.
but then I say, like, if you don't like him as a person, why follow his philosophy on life in the first place?
Well, it depends because some people prescribe to the idea. Like if you look at a lot of like people that are either spiritual or some type of religious, they can think that flaws in a human being does not make the philosophy wrong. So you're basically redeeming yourself of your own admitted flaws, and therefore you're just learning and you're trying to live up to a certain expectation. Some people believe no, you clean up your own room before you start preaching. That's the Jordan Peterson philosophy.
What do you?
Clean up
what-
your own-
what-
make
what-
Sorry,
what do you
sorry,
think?
the
I-
Red Skull philosophy.
I want.
Wow.
I want.
Is that what it is now?
Oh, you guys have not seen this?
No.
Oh my
What?
god!
What do you mean Red Skull philosophy? Is it anything to do with
this will
Marvel?
change your guys' life, especially if you're Jordan Peterson fans. Go YouTube or Google Jordan Peterson Red Skull. So
I'm gonna have to do that.
what's his name? Tahasi Coates, the writer.
Okay.
I forgot his name. The black Afro writer guy who's responsible, also helped out with Black Panther. He made a series of comic books for Marvel, right?
Okay.
For Captain America. And specifically, the Red Skull in this Captain America arc was doing these like videos on YouTube and doing like basically like a store, like a seminar teaching young people how to think and how to do things. And he was basically describing every quote that Jordan Peterson has used, like clean up your room. No, not clean up your room. He said order versus chaos and all these quotes, right? Used as Red Skull. So Jordan Peterson comes out, comments about the whole thing, like as if, okay, so you're calling me a Nazi now. And he starts laughing. He's like, I'm the Red Skull. All I said, what a villain.
Everybody calls him a Nazi. It blows my mind. Like, that's the one thing they have. It's like, oh, he's white. He's all right. Yeah, he's right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So the whole meme on the internet is that after that incident happened, a bunch of people are like, yeah, he's such a Nazi. He says things like clean up your room and don't lie and hold yourself accountable.
Take individual responsibility, you fascist.
I want your. Okay, go for
Sorry,
it.
so I'm gonna finish this. Like, they say go. They took all them turned into an instant meme overnight.
I love
People put out YouTube videos where they took scenes of Red Skull from the Marvel movies and they put Jordan Peterson's voice instead.
You don't have one of those, do you?
Straighten up what you can straighten up. Clean up your room.
I want to watch this.
Clipped it in. He's going to Captain America like, you don't understand the fundamentals of chaos. Chaos is the realm where you are entirely on yourself.
Can you imagine just in the middle of battle? Now, the Jungian point of view on this matter is, in fact, that what is really
He does it to
God?
Thanos in that scene, you know? He does. And Thanos is like, oh, yeah. So sorry. You're talking. I cut you off. It was just an interesting point.
I just wanted Huzaifa's opinion on the whole matter.
On what?
The yogi spiritualist dude.
Well, I mean, look, you take the good, you leave the bad, basically. If you find some good in somebody's philosophy or somebody's saying, right? I mean, what You can interpret that. You take that. You don't like the person. You don't have to deal with the person.
True.
Like what if someone like for example followed like what Charles Manson's philosophy on life?
Well, but see,
That's a
that's the
different
thing.
story.
Look, no, but it's not necessarily because it's like the thing
Yeah.
is saying like, okay, Hitler was a horrible person, but not everything that he espoused was like, yeah, I'm
You
just
made
saying.
your argument so much harder.
I know I
Remember
did.
that?
I know I did,
picked
but
the
I
hardest
dug
thing.
myself that hole on purpose
Go
by
ahead.
saying like you can find potential like good within what someone says.
This is literally how they
look at what
fucked
they
Jordan
do.
Peterson. What you're doing
I know
right
it
now.
is. I know it is. But but that Jordan Peterson has a valid point there, though. I mean,
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, look, pick any tyrant or dictator in world history, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say U.S. history, which is
Like
hilarious. I don't know why.
Hitler likes dogs. Does that mean dogs are terrible?
Exactly.
No, to be honest,
Just take
like
that. He said, "Be kind to dogs." Let's say.
my mind is not made up on the whole matter. That's why I wanted to get your guys' input.
no, I
on the
hear
whole
you.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, look, you find something, you can independently verify whether it's an amoral or immoral thing to think or do, and then you leave the rest of it because you know
Like,
the rest of it's
doesn't
horrible.
that open you up to like people saying like, oh shit, like it's so easy for people to say like, oh, so you like Hitler, you know what I mean?
It
Yeah,
is.
that's exactly
It
what the
is.
problem is today.
That's an intellectually disingenuous, though, and logically fallacious argument to make. But people will
Big
do it.
words.
It's a straw man argument. That's literally all it is.
People will
I-
try to fillet you.
Yes, they will. It was a very propitious term that I used. That's not even. People will try to logically fillet you. That is what they're gonna do. I wish. Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't that be just great? You're engaging in logical fallacy. I will now drop my pants.
Let me
please.
deal with your Hitler boner, please.
Oh,
You seem to have a boner for Hitler. Please, Ben, let me inspect you.
If I understand correctly, HH is the number 88, so I have 88 sucks to perform.
What?
Well, I don't know.
SS Hitler.
Oh,
SS.
HH is what the H is the eighth letter in the alphabet, so like the Aryans put like tattoos in their arms of like 88 instead of HH to be like code for.
He
Heil
knows a
Hitler.
lot about Hitler.
Yeah,
I watched American History X.
I fucking love that.
I know what curb stomping is as well because of that. I also know what.
God,
I also
please
know.
don't remind me.
Dude, it was a
That
horrific scene to
scene.
watch.
That was a
Oh,
horrible
That scene.
not just that scene, but the scene where his little brother goes into like the public school and like shoots. Oh,
Don't say it because I have to edit it. It's terrible.
Oh, do
I have
you?
to
Oh,
reference.
I'm so
like,
sorry.
I'm gonna have to clip this and.
Well,
show
then let's
people.
not. I apologize.
I want to. I have OCD, bro. I can't. Sorry.
I apologize then. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's like
just-
I try to limit the references sometimes because I just go, the work.
All right, Matrook, quick fire round. Drop as many references as
Oh,
possible. Godzilla versus Kong.
Just start singing "We Didn't Start the Fire." Just do it.
Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Peter Griffin's Vegesial twin.
You opened the door, bro.
Doesn't
I
matter. I
had to
can't
walk
play
through.
music. I can't play music, so it's
Simpsons
fine.
Family
God
Guy crossover. Alright.
So no music references. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's okay.
how do we get to this?
Sorry, bro. You were saying literally like you're having this issue with if you follow somebody that has obviously clear issues with their moral compass or whatever how they live their lives as people, and there's some truth in what they say, some wisdom in what they say. Yeah, you can take the good and leave the bad. Yeah, that's definitely something people definitely do. And if you give a shit about whether or not somebody's going to call you out on it, are you a politician?
No.
Are you trying to be out there in the public
Like
sphere?
I said, I'm undecided on the whole matter.
Yeah,
No, but
nobody-
he's got a good line of questioning there, though.
Yeah, this is how I rationalize it to myself. I've got if I'm only speaking for myself, I'm not speaking for other people. I'm not speaking for an institution. I'm not speaking for my company. I'm not speaking for my family. I don't have any of those concerns. Why do you give a shit what people say or think about you? Do you know what I'm saying? You're a comedian. You have no respect.
This was all just a long-winded way to shove you down in the dirt.
That's what he's trying to do. That I feel like he's been holding it for the past 10 minutes.
But we don't. All of us. We have no respect, dude. How did
I love
literally the first
first
40 minutes.
I'm an improv comedian, not a stand-up
All
comedian.
right,
okay,
that's right.
I'm at a higher level.
You're at a higher
okay?
level.
This is high
This
art.
is high art.
Okay?
At
Yeah,
that
thank
second.
you.
You brute, you.
I do Harold's and Armando.
Oh yes, that's
all
right. I forgot that part. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not the people, by the way. I don't
the
do
thing
those.
is, my argument to the whole matter of Bhagwan was that That's how he draws people in, like with his philosophy and stuff.
Yeah, but you have to be fucking stupid to not see that coming.
That's the thing.
Well,
a lot of people didn't see it coming.
Do you feel like you're gonna not see it coming though?
No, that's the thing though. I think
Charisma is an amazing tool. Though.
No. I believe personally that you have vulnerabilities. So you have a personal virus that can infect you that you're not ready for. But something that you're very aware of, like if you've been around yogis, if you've been around certain specialists, or like in my case, I grew up around a lot of bad thinkers in Saudi that were like preaching some really bad things about religion in that sense. I've gained an immunity to certain types of bad thinking, right? Okay. So that doesn't affect me. But I promise you, and I've said it on this show, I think before, there was a few YouTube channels that like they kind of get famous for hating on SJW culture with like Star Wars and, like...
MG Town, men go their own way, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and they know, like I've never experienced that kind of like
intoxicating.
That rage.
I love watching them. It's intoxicating. Just like, yeah, men do go their own way.
Oh yeah, they do.
You silver-haired, blue-haired punk rock women, you're the worst. It's a Look at how stupid you look and sound. Wow.
Right?
It's intoxicating.
And the same thing happened to me when I first went down the UFO rabbit hole. Yeah, because I wasn't used to it. I've never seen it before. Like when I went down the UFO rabbit hole.
What rabbit hole is this?
That was like at 1716. I was like a firm believer in UFOs.
I was thinking the year 1716. I'm like, what? How old are you? 60 years before the independence of the United States. I was looking at you.
I was there prepping the nation for the eventual revolution in 1766.
In my defense, nobody ever says that backwards. He said 1760, not 1617. Nobody does that.
What do you mean?
You say the lower number first.
I gotta agree with
you. Around the
what did I say?
You said 1760.
Yeah.
It threw me
because
the
correct. Oh, okay. I got what you're saying. Okay, fair enough.
I thought it was the year. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, okay,
at 1760, UFOs.
Yeah. So at that age, that bracket, I fell into UFOs, and because it was something fucking new to me, my software had never seen that virus before.
Yeah.
I love this analogy. I really do.
That's how it works, man. Because you're not inoculated, so go get your vaccines, and make sure that your thought is also in that same vein. So if you like in any situation where you're scared, it's usually the fear of the unknown that makes you so scared. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you kind of know these people and you're so comfortable talking to them and you know what the game is, you know what the little loopholes and little tricks are, usually you're not going to fall for somebody, even if they are that charismatic, even if they have the ability to kind of, really heavy influence you. Unless you're a person that, already suffers with a lot of insecurity or low self-esteem, you can be susceptible to these kinds of tricks. But that requires a level of maintenance because you are going to see the flaws. You're going to see inconsistencies. You're going to see bullshit. And then every time you go see it, he's going to come in as the guru and correct your thinking and just make sure he's formatting your software.
Sometimes literally beating it out of you, depending on the kind of indoctrination.
Exactly, depending on it, right? But usually they target people that are like...
weak-willed.
Not necessarily. Sometimes they target people that are already leaving a very solid structure in their life.
Willing to follow, though.
Yes, and they're looking for more order in their life.
So filling a vacuum.
Yeah,
yes.
that was the basis of my argument. Yani this guy, okay, he might have some like good philosophies on life, but that's how he lured people into his cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like his cult done some fucked up shit. I mean, you should watch Wild Wild Country, and it's drama.
I don't know if this is the one that I watched though, but it is this guy, I think.
It probably isn't. There have been certain
the drama, and
this dude that had to like leave Oregon and then go back to India and like
that was
yes, this is the guy, and it turns out he faked his like life in India, like he was a medalist or champion in yoga. And, okay, good. See, this is what's amazing about this.
No, you're talking about the yoga thing. This is not the yoga guy.
Oh my god!
You're talking about the yoga controversy.
Yeah,
the guy that faked. No, that's different. And that dude did sexually. Yes, he did. He sexually assaulted a bunch of people.
This
we're talking about Wild Wild Country. Who also did, I think.
This is how funny this shit is that there's so many of them and they're so similar.
I know. But here's the thing. The thing he's trying to reference, and you were talking about, like you vaccinate yourself or inoculate yourself from these things. But there's the context of it matter too. Like sitting from here and watching them on documentaries and videos and knowing you can intellectually inoculate yourself from it. But you see that person in person, in real life, in high res, high def, all of that, 4K, and what Red's saying is true. Like that charisma, you can't underestimate that.
Yeah.
Like I had a friend of mine.
I know.
Because I had a personal friend of mine who's diehard libertarian, capital L. I'm talking, and he was like a Ron Paul follower, or is that lowercase L? I'm not sure. And he definitely wasn't a fan of like right wing politicians.
Yeah. Okay.
But he told me, he's like, dude, I went to a fundraiser. I was invited as a +1 to this XYZ candidate. I don't even remember. He's like, I hate everything about this guy's politics. But it's where he got up on stage, he started talking, and I wanted to give this guy money. Even though I know intellectually, like, I hate everything about him. Like, no, you do that, but it's a thing.
You think
it's a thing. Oh, come on. That's because you've never been with a charismatic person. Well, other than me, obviously. But I mean,
like that's the thing. Charisma is a powerful fucking tool.
It is, but I'm sorry if
Khaled's basically saying individual responsibility. You just got to be intellectually willing.
You have to. You have to stop putting people on pedestals.
That's 100% true.
You have to stop thinking people are better.
There are a lot of losers on pedestals now.
That's an instinct.
No,
though,
but I think everybody's a loser. Everybody shits, bro.
That's
That's how I get through it. Every time I have a problem, every time I think of
What?
somebody, I'm like, they're so much better than me. They got a doctorate. They're this. Like, oh wait, they shit.
You know that
they sit on the toilet and they fucking squeeze out a piece of shit.
That philosophy fucking helped me a lot.
Can I just say too, by the way, that example you brought up is the daciest thing you could have
Really?
brought up. Like you sound like every brown boy and every Pakistani Indian boy. Like, oh bloody hell, he's got a doctorate. I don't know, man. Now my parents are gonna call me and they're gonna tell me, oh, shit. Dude, I've had that happen, by the way. Like I hope my parents don't watch this, but they've called me and been like, did you see Beta? I'm like, what? Your cousin, he's like, he got promoted to associate partner.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's mashallah. This is really good for him. I'm happy. He's like, yes. So, when are you getting your degree? I mean,
Bro, hold up. I think you understood part of what I was saying. Did you understand the shit though?
No, I understand that part too.
Because that's how you dismiss the.
I'm not gonna tell my parents. Well, yeah, he sits on the crapper too. All right, like,
but
he drops a hot doogie every day.
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it.
You should try it.
I haven't tried
Doing it once, just the one time.
It works.
It works.
It really does work.
From a family of semi-strict people, you do the comparison of, but he poops.
Dude, it really it helps me with the nerves when I go on stage.
Every time.
Is a bear Catholic?
It really fucking helps with the nerves on
I
stage.
hear you.
Some people have to, it doesn't matter how distinguished you are. I don't give a shit who you are, right? If you're the Queen of England, you're sitting on the toilet, and one day she's having diarrhea, bro.
Oh,
that is just a pain in her ass.
But it's the Queen's diary. It's royal in
Oh,
nature.
is it?
It probably comes out purple and like effervescent or something. And her pugs probably clean her booty hole for her. Like her.
Excuse me, she has corgis, not
Oh,
pugs.
the corgis. Sorry, the corgis.
Pugs are commies.
Dude, she probably does have the pugs for the toilet. You know what I'm saying? She does use the corgis for that.
I cannot stand pugs, by the way.
Thank
I don't
you.
know what's.
Is it because they're a deformity?
It's generally because I think we can talk about the inhumane nature of like breeding them. They're like. Yeah,
Inbred.
They're inbred. They're deformed. They can't see anything.
They can't breathe.
That's the sound you hear. They run into tables constantly. I'm like,
genetic,
what? And who looks at them and goes, "Oh, that's adorable." How messed up in the brain do you have to be like, "Oh, this"?
Well, they don't know the story though, right? That's the thing.
Just look at the face.
But they already exist. So should we let them just die out?
Just look at the face.
Is it humane to make them die out?
Yes.
No, I'm not even gonna argue. I'm not even. Yes.
You're not doing anything. You're just like stop
listen,
breeding
look,
them.
Look. With most specialized breeds, if you don't breed them, they die out.
Yes.
All right. So hold up. Is breeding in the first place breeding for a purpose, like human selection?
Okay.
Right. Is that immoral?
Wait, what are you talking like?
GMOs.
Like in humans?
But that's what GMOs essentially are, right?
Yes.
In humans, are we talking like eugenics? Or
No,
are we
no.
talking
Which people have done, by the way.
Because then,
Yes, they have.
totally wrong.
People have done that.
Look at
100%,
royalties.
Yeah, if you want,
eugenics is
you
a
want
real
the
thing.
proper, cotton picking skills, they fucking worked on that shit.
Eugenics is a real thing, man.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about
I know what
genetic
you're talking about,
splicing.
animal breeding.
I'm talking
for
about animal-
domesticated animals.
Because people think about it from, it's cute. We get this kind of dog. We get this kind of dog.
No, it's
but then,
inhumane.
I don't know. Why do you think it's inhumane? Is it the procedure of how they do the breeding? I don't know
more
enough
along
about
the
it.
lines of the health concerns down the animal's life. It's So much inbreeding will create lots of flaws, regardless.
A lot of purebreds
Okay,
suffer
hold
from
on.
medical
So is that how
conditions.
pugs
But then
came
has-
out then?
has
Is
to
that how
have,
pugs
like-
came out? Because obviously nobody was trying to make a pug, right?
That's my question.
they did.
I think somebody did. I think somebody was
Pugs-
like, I want a Down
Pugs
syndrome
were
dog.
Chinese royalty dogs.
Like I want. I'm sorry.
What?
Pugs were Chinese royalty dogs.
No way.
That's
Yes.
because Mao looked like a pug. I don't know. I'm never going to China. It's not happening. My Chinese visa's gone.
It's okay. Winnie the Pooh doesn't like us anyway.
Oh,
man.
Mr. Winnie. Oh, you're gonna go on
But
your
no.
car ride today, Winnie?
Pugs historically are Chinese royalty dogs. Were bred to look that way specifically. Look at the dogs on the palaces. Do they look like normal dogs?
What
Why-
was
why-
the
why would they-
purpose though?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Is it like they were trying to like make
is
a
that-
Mongolian pet
No,
and then just
they
laugh
have,
at
like,
the
these-
Mongols?
Is it because they have like these like giant beady
Bulging
eyes, and so that's
eyes.
what they thought? Like I don't know. They were like
Aristocratic dogs. should look
I don't
like-
know.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
beady
That's
eyed.
interesting.
But
I
also
didn't
can't
know that.
smell anything. Also, ironically, perhaps pugs can't see anything either. They're apparently like half blind.
Really?
Oh my
Yeah, they're always like walking into things. They're generally a deformity, man.
So
It's
China has been
horrific.
like just making defective shit from the very beginning, haven't they?
We all should have seen it coming, and yet we
Nobody.
fell for their trap. So
Yeah.
the whole thing you were saying about inoculating
Well,
yourself,
it's pointless,
I mean,
isn't it? I am telling you right now, it's freaking. We're done. All of you guys with Cinefarm, you're fucked. I'm just-
I mean, I don't know if they've got the Sputnik if they're any better.
I don't know, man. Sputnik looks aggressive.
Also known
like
as
it's gonna
as
kill the
Sputnik.
vaccine and you.
Dude, by the way, speaking of vaccine,
Vitali, bring me vodka.
Vitali.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Can I segue into a different thing real
Go
quick?
ahead,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah.
know that there's a new theory that Pfizer has somehow become the hot person vaccine?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. I read an article on that.
Explain that because I don't understand.
Basically, it's like the hot people, the hot chicks.
It's like
dudes are
the
ones getting
iPhone. It's like the
Pfizer.
iPhone of the vaccine
Yeah,
world.
yeah. If
yeah.
you're hot, you get Pfizer. And I laughed about it because I'm just sitting there thinking like Johnny Bravo just be like, "Hey, mama, I got Pfizer." It's like what is this? Meanwhile, we have a Sputnik or a Studnik, if you will.
Sinopharm is like
A
the
Slutnik
lower
maybe.
tier Android phone that you get.
Patch note.
Excuse me,
It's the-
Sinopharm
it's
is the
the
one
Huawei.
is the 1+2. Okay?
It's the Huawei that doesn't work. Because Huawei's
the,
are good.
The Huawei 4G.
Yeah.
I think
Do you know my favorite part about his little comment there is that like I love how his standards, his tone deaf standards for hotness is Johnny Bravo.
Dude, Johnny Bravo is
You
a
just came out,
stud,
you
bro.
Like the funny thing is, the
I
funny
watched
thing
a
is,
lot of Cartoon Network growing
the
up.
funny thing is, when you mentioned that, I was talking to a friend of mine last night about like how like in Bahrain there's a whole like elitism associated with getting Pfizer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's typical. We were like, yeah, it's typical of Bahrainis to do that. But then I went on.
like
then I went online, and there's a fucking article by the Atlantic or something about like how like Pfizer is like the hot person vaccine. It's like
Right.
the vaccine to get.
So
It's
why
the
Pfizer?
apple
Why
of
not
it.
Moderna? Where's Moderna?
Apparently,
Listen,
Moderna's-
Moderna wasn't made by
No.
a Turkish Muslim couple, okay? Pfizer was. You support the bros. I mean, it's so obvious. Duh. This guy.
How could I not see it?
I don't see it. I'm not very inclusive. You'll get it.
For real, like even if you meet if you meet people in Bahrain that have gotten the Pfizer vaccine, like yeah, I got Pfizer vaccine. It's like okay, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to tell you? Like,
Is it like any?
Matrook, yeah.
Meanwhile, we.
It's like they fucking paid for it.
Meanwhile, I know people who have put themselves on the wait list for only Pfizer and not for other vaccines.
This is by the way.
Just saying.
I put myself on for two. Actually.
Oh, which ones?
I did Pfizer and AstraZeneca.
Oh, AstraZeneca. You got very adventurous, much.
I wanted Johnson and Johnson.
Abdullah and Abdullah.
Habibi, I get the Faisal and I'm okay.
The Pfizer.
That
is gonna
video
work
was
for me.
hilarious.
It's
That
fucking
video
good, man. It's
cracked
gold.
me
It's
up.
fucking gold, bro.
He's like, Abdullah.
Wait, are you on the waiting list for the vaccine?
I have to because I need to get it, and they're not bringing. They said Johnson and Johnson will be here by now, and I've been waiting since February.
But Johnson has been stopped.
No,
It was
It was temporarily paused because of a
Because
scare.
of blood
and
clots.
Same as
FDA
AstraZeneca.
cleared it.
AstraZeneca
FDA
had
cleared it.
more. AstraZeneca had more people.
Yeah,
die.
even AstraZeneca was fucked. Yeah,
and we have it.
It wasn't fucked. It was assumed. That's what
listen,
everybody needs to realize.
It's not fucked.
Assumed.
Yeah,
it's
there
not
was
These
co-
vaccines
there
are
were-
basically
there were
undergoing clinical
controversies
trials.
around those two vaccines.
No, they're going through clinical trials
In real
through-
life.
In
All
real
of them
life,
are going through
what's
clinical
happening.
trials. You are the clinical trial.
and you have to understand, 6 people, which is what Johnson
Out
and
of
Henson and Abdullah, the 6 people that died. That's out of like 7 point something million. So that's even in regular clinical trials.
that is nothing.
That happens.
Like, that is a freak
between
accident.
0.01 like 0.001% is acceptable range, but also the reason it was alarming was because they were a very similar grouping of like all females, all in the same age range, all the same. So they were like, okay, maybe there's something here.
But even if it wasn't, they'd still stop it, not because of medical concerns or medical protocol. It's because of the politics behind it.
Yes, just the optics. The
That's
optics
it.
were not.
You have
So,
to-
so what do you think? How do you think the world is going to react now with like the WHO approving Sinopharm? Do you think that the EU is going to allow?
I mean, China obviously paid them. I mean,
I don't know. Very clear. Very clear. Like, I think we should bring that interview
China
back.
was like, hey, IMF needs money, right? Here you go, World Bank.
Oh my god.
like I know that like the UAE was a huge element in the whole like clinical phase 3 clinical trials of Sinopharm.
I didn't know that.
And they reported an efficacy rate of 85%.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
The UAE, like they published their
pretty good.
findings to
I'm sure.
the WHO.
That's why everybody's getting a 3rd booster shot, I'm sure.
Everyone's getting a 3rd booster shot in
That's
Bahrain.
right. 85% is not bad.
Like whatever, like no matter what vaccine you got, you're getting.
I'm
a
sure
fucking
it's
third-
because of the
Within
Pfizer.
12 months,
I'm
yeah.
sure that's the one that's causing it. I'm sure.
Pfizer CEO came out and
because
said
they
it.
didn't specify which vaccine.
No,
Like,
it doesn't matter.
no.
It doesn't matter. The idea behind it is not that certain vaccines are defective. The idea behind it is that there's enough variants of COVID around that it is.
You need a fucking
it is in your
update.
best
They were going to
interest.
do that
That's-
anyway, though. I don't know
Yes.
why people thought that.
That's all it is.
Like,
it's not a reflection on the effectiveness of the
I have-
vaccine.
I want to spread the
Also,
information that it
efficacy
is.
rates
I
by the way
have-
are
I have-
misunderstood.
I want to
FYI.
make sure everybody thinks Sinopharm is shit.
I have a
I'm not a
question.
reputable doctor. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know anything.
That effectiveness rate
But
is
Sinopharm is going
misunderstood.
to give you AIDS.
I
just say it right now.
I have a question.
Did you ever
I
hear
give
of
up.
defamation lawsuits, Khaled?
I said I'm not a doctor.
This is
I don't know
going
what
to
the
be a
fuck I'm talking
defecation
about.
lawsuit. Some lawyer's going to come and take a large dump in his throat. Just say
Yo, I have a question.
Yes,
okay.
go ahead.
So say like in Bahrain's
the visual.
in the official post published by the MOH Ministry of Health in Bahrain,
Yeah.
they stated that the booster shot that you get might not be of the same vaccine that you got.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So my question is, now you're gonna travel. Like the EU right now approved AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Johnson.
Yeah.
So if I get 2 doses of Sinopharm and 1 dose of Pfizer,
Yeah.
how do I?
You don't mix and match, apparently.
How
They
do-
said before, now they're saying it's fine.
Yeah.
mix and match.
I don't
like
think
how,
it matters.
like what do
They
I
said
tell?
at
What do
the
I tell the
time-
border
The
guard
only-
in Germany?
You tell them that I used to be
Yeah.
ugly and now I got Pfizer. Now I'm hot. So let me through. I'm hot. That's all you say.
You,
They're
you
like,
paid
oh,
for
Pfizer,
fucking
please.
YouTube Premium. You're gold, bro.
There you go.
That's it. You're
I
solid.
used to be a
No,
heathen
but
and not watch the
But
ads.
instead of this brings up a genuine question.
What's
and
that?
What? Yani, if there are restrictions on which vaccines you got, depending on which country you go to.
Yeah.
If
I
I,
think
got
it's
2
a
doses
lot-
of
it's very
Sinopharm and 1 of Pfizer,
I
what-
hear you, but I think a lot of it is political. I don't think there is actually that much difference between the vaccines in the regard. There's some difference in like how
The
they're
only difference
how they're
is if
delivered.
it's using different different
Technologies.
Yeah.
More
There's
along the
mRNA
lines
versus
of-
vector.
Yeah.
viral,
Exactly.
And
like
and
Johnson
that the
Johnson's a
difference,
vector
I'd say,
vaccine,
the
but-
biggest difference between mRNA and the traditional vaccine methodology is that with the new tech with Pfizer and Moderna and all that other stuff is that they can update it for variants faster.
Yes,
That's the idea.
That's essentially what it is. But even the whole thing about the effectiveness rates, I think it's a very
we
misunderstood stat.
we
Like,
talked about this downstairs earlier. We were like we were saying
Fine,
that
I won't
you know,
talk about it again.
we're saying that,
You guys don't get to
Shut
hear
the
it,
fuck up
sorry.
to that.
we're saying that vaccines don't mean immunity, right?
Yeah.
No, of course not. No.
Yeah,
No, the idea behind it generally, in general terms, that's what they're supposed to do.
I think that's what people
But-
need to understand. And
But the COVID vaccines are working a little differently. Yes, they basically mean protection against
severe symptoms.
hospitalization.
It is
severe
literally going to
symptoms.
be the seasonal flu shot. I'm
That's-
doing a
I
lot of
mean,
this, by the way. I think
there's-
Trump has affected me. I'm doing a lot of. Whenever I talk about COVID, I do this.
Billions and billions.
Imitations are becoming.
Where's Donovan when we need him?
I don't
He
know,
does the
bro.
best Trump I've seen.
He does. He's
Just
one of the best, man.
huge. is gonna be
Huge.
it's gonna be
Best.
when the Kung
Huge.
flu comes to town. We're all gonna.
But he
have
doesn't do
Sinopharm.
he doesn't do the right China though. He doesn't do the hard
China. We're gonna go to China. It's gonna be huge.
China.
That's all I can do.
Go ask the Chinese.
It is. There's
New York mobster right
vitriol.
there.
It's how he says China. That's why they think he's racist, man. I'm telling you right now. It's because of that.
It's just like what Louis C.K. says. There's
With the what?
Jew is the only term
Yes.
that is both the appropriate ethnic term and
the racial slur.
And
Yeah.
it's all about how you say it. You're like, I walked in the store and there was a Jew buying a drink. It's like, oh, that's cool. I don't know why it matters.
It's like
to
if you
Jew,
say it with a
but
hard
whatever.
J, then
Exactly. It's like I
yeah.
walked in the store and there was that
Jew.
The Jew. We jinxed on that
That's
Jew.
the
That
one,
was
man. That's it.
jinxing Jews. Yeah.
I get it. I get what people are. I feel like I understand.
I want to bring it back. I
Yes,
want to bring
please.
it back to vaccines.
Please do.
And Bahrain specifically.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So like after Eid, you're not going to be able to go indoors anywhere unless you're vaccinated.
No,
my
hold up.
my
There-
biggest
there's
concern.
specific
It's not,
places.
It's not anywhere.
Like,
There
No,
are.
like
specific
indoor
places.
dining, for example,
Yeah, right.
cinemas,
Cinemas.
Entertainment centers, like
yeah.
recreation, that sort of thing.
Which, by the way, I
Gyms.
saw the
whatever alleviates the boredom. Like if you're not vaccinated, you're fucked.
Yeah,
but here's my biggest concern with that, by the way, is so I'm currently visiting here.
Yeah.
Inshallah, I'll get residency here again. Who knows? But right now, I'm on a visit visa. I got my vaccines in the United States.
Which vaccine did you get, just out of curiosity?
I got the hot shit vaccine.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
Pfizer protected, baby.
I can see the confidence, man.
Thank you. Yeah, let me
Good
sit
on
up-
you for being AIDS free.
Let me sit. Let me sit up straighter. I got Pfizer in my blood. So,
So you're here and you want to be able to do shit.
I got it outside, right?
Yeah.
I don't have it through the BeAware app. I don't have it through Bahrain system. So according to BeAware, I'm not vaccinated.
Oh, in the States, they don't have the
There's-
electronic passport thing.
No, they have a card right now. Even if they had an electronic passport. I called 444 and they're like, "Well, there's no way right now."
Do you have the card with you?
I
just
have
show
it.
the card.
Show the
Khalaas,
card.
No, you need it in the app. And I was like, "How do I get it in the app?" But they're like, "We don't have a way to do that yet."
Dude, there's
So apparently for Bahrain, I'm not vaccinated.
you know-
my favorite part of this story, real quick, by the way, is I called 444 and I was like, So how do I show that I'm vaccinated? Because I am. He's like, well, there's no procedure right now, sir. I'm like, okay, so should I just get vaccinated again to show that I'm vaccinated? She almost had a heart attack. She's like, no, sir. If you're already vaccinated, we don't recommend that you get vaccinated again. I was like, I was being sarcastic.
They don't recommend.
But thank you. So what do I do? She's like,
that brings on
updated.
that brings on a line of questioning. So in Saudi, their app that shows that you're vaccinated is called Tawakkalna.
Yeah.
And Tawakkalna does not work unless you have a Saudi connection,
Can I
like a
just
4G
say-
connection or like
yani on
Is
roaming
that
it doesn't
what
work?
happened?
on roaming it doesn't work.
What? What is?
Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
happened?
I don't know what happened.
You got stuck for a couple of days.
No. I was stuck because it wouldn't update. I had a Saudi connection.
can
I was
I-
connected to a Saudi Wi-Fi.
I love that the most interesting part of this for me is the fact that the app is like, yeah, let's work. It's literally everybody that was hesitant about taking a vaccine. Yeah, let's work.
I mean,
Faisal. I got the Faisal.
I mean, it's not a bad.
So like- so like-
No, it's not a bad name, but I love it. It's so Saudi.
All of a sudden, like the MOH released a bulletin saying that okay, if for GCC residents, it depends on your app. So
Yeah.
how the fuck is a Saudi in Bahrain with a Bahraini connection gonna fucking prove that he's vaccinated?
I don't know. But I thought they were saying that you
That's a
have
good question. Saudi's got to fix that, I guess.
But that's so that's Saudi's problem, right? How do you like? Can you take a screenshot? Does that work?
I don't know.
I don't think you
I don't think so.
No.
No.
What if you just phone screenshot?
But like if you're
I'm not.
if you're inoculated, you can't really
This is how
be
old school Khaled is, by the
uninoculated.
way. This is how he did phone screenshot.
Again, this is not going.
If you phone screenshot, I don't think that gesture is a thing in
No?
Samsung anymore.
It's,
That's how I do
It's
it.
not a matter of
Is it? Let's
medical
try.
text or anything else.
Do it.
Camel.
No, I need to focus on this for a second. Go ahead.
It's not. It is. It is. It is
Oh,
still a gesture.
damn
It is
it.
still a gesture. All right, he wins.
Why?
you not entertained?
I am dismayed.
When it comes to the medical background of this entire vaccination effort, it's not medicine, it's bureaucracy.
Yes.
That's what everybody needs to realize. It's about your government knowing if you specifically... specifically got vaccinated in which specific one.
Do you know how I know that most of it is just bullshit? Okay, like because up to this point, I was fine with the idea of like you're wearing masks, you're indoors, you can take down your mask when you eat and when you drink and that stuff, and you're like, yeah, I'll do every measure possible to make that happen. Why not? I'm not gonna be a dick. Then I saw the protocols for the cinemas, and it was like, okay, everybody's gonna be seated 2 spaces apart, and everybody's sitting there, and then it's like, okay, this is how much popcorn you can have. It doesn't say that. Doesn't say that. It says, this is, when you're seated, you can only remove your mask when you're eating and everything, right?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So I'm thinking there's going to be a bunch of fuckers just sitting there basically doing math in their head. How many popcorns per minute can I eat to keep my mask on or off the whole fucking time?
Ban jumbo-sized popcorn.
You just get the extra large, and yeah, there you go.
That's it. You're sorted. You don't have to have your mask on.
Except every time I've done that, I swear, I scarf through about but like 20 minutes into the movie, I'm like, there's no more popcorn. What am I supposed to watch the movie now? God.
That's where you get more popcorn, bro. That's where you fucking get that shit sorted. I don't understand. I don't understand them.
That's a fair question.
I don't understand.
I think
they're erring on the side of caution or being overcautious.
I think like with Bahrain, like the incentive to get people to vaccinate is to tell them, okay, you can't like indoor dine without. And Bahrainis love going out. And with Saudis, it was a fucking travel.
Yeah.
Like you can't travel unless you're vaccinated.
But I don't understand one thing. I was talking to you about CDC guidelines being like they put out if you're in a venue that's indoors and everybody's vaccinated, there's nobody there that's not vaccinated, you are allowed to take off your masks. That's the CDC, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of organizations that believe in that as well. And that was the kind of the thing that promotes the idea of get vaccinated, you'll get your freedoms back. That was one of the things that's driving people to go get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Now I fucking can go to Hawaii. I want to play some Warhammer 40K. I want to roll some dice. If I'm vaccinated, I can't take my mask off. And everybody in that venue is going to be indoors with masks on, even though they're all vaccinated.
I think it goes back to the whole, like, even if you're vaccinated, you can still be a carrier.
For who? The other person that's vaccinated?
The other person that's vaccinated can have a family member that's not vaccinated.
You can be, but it's also, you have a far lower likelihood of A, obviously contracting it, but B, even if you get it, people who are vaccinated have a lower likelihood of transmitting it as well. That is also part of it.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing.
Yeah.
But it's still
and it's not completely zero, which is why the mask is another layer of like, okay,
I
now
understand.
we're just going to add more protection.
But if the goal is not like, how are you going to develop herd immunity then?
I think it's not about herd immunity. It's just about getting vaccinated.
Okay, I get it.
Until everybody in Bahrain is vaccinated.
I understand that.
Once everybody in Bahrain is vaccinated,
no, they're not. They're not.
Once they are,
what's the number?
they'll be like,
I want to hear the number.
What's the population? 1.3?
Wait, you want to hear the number of people that got vaccinated?
No, that have to be vaccinated for that to be like.
What's the population?
It's 1.4
million.
Okay, Khaled.
So Bahrain's like
1.8.
70% means.
I think they're 1.8.
When 1.8 million are vaccinated, take your masks off.
What? Bullshit.
And you know what? We're fast approaching that number. I mean, you got.
I think. Look,
is it over a million now?
If everybody that's in a specific health category that's vaccinated, the people that are at risk, the people that are and the people.
Wow.
Do you want to make it any clearer?
Wow.
Can we focus?
Did I bring it up before? Did I bring it up before?
Can we just like?
Did I bring it up?
This table is doing you so many favors right now.
Listen. It's not even about the table. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying let's open up your phone and see where they've classified you, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Let's see where the government has classified you.
Is there a thing? Do you have it on your phone?
He's on the fucking list of people that have to get his booster shot right now.
Yeah.
He's on the fucking list, bro.
Apparently, I am.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this whole thing because for the first time in a while, I'm not the fat one in the room.
No. Look, I can always say I am a fat fuck, 100%. No matter how much weight I lose, I'm a fat fuck, right? But I'm always when I have him with me, I look good, bro. Every single time he's around me, I fucking look good. And now the government agrees with me.
This is another shining example of how Saudis are just desis. They're the desis of the GCC, bro. This is such a desi mentality.
That's the only reason he brings me on the fucking podcast is for him to look good.
Did you just realize this? You thought it was for your input or something?
Oh Lord!
Oh God!
What made you think that?
I'm gonna drive you. I'm gonna drive you to the place to get your booster shot because I fucking care about you, bro.
Make sure you take a spare tire.
I think we're both gonna get our booster shots at the same time.
Make sure you take a spare tire. Because if he's in the car, God knows what's happening.
No idea, bro.
Why,
We have no
why
idea.
are we piling on it?
Wait, what?
It's fun, bro. That's all it is.
My point was
Why
just
me?
a tire.
Like, we're having an intellectual conversation.
I have no
You guys
idea.
decide to
I
turn
have
into
zero
children.
idea why this happened.
The Bahraini
an
government,
opportunity.
the Bahraini government gave me the all clear. They gave me the fucking roadmap. It's for the greater good, man. I'm just saying, Yanni. So back. If you want to get back on the topic at hand, I'm saying everybody that is vulnerable, everybody that is critical, and it has to be in critical care, whatever it is, right? If they're vaccinated and they're safe, and now we have antiviral medication, the hospitals can withstand at least the critical care patients, right? ICU stuff. What are we still worried about with mask mandates? That's what I still don't understand.
We're adopting the Japanese philosophy of if you're sick, wear a mask.
Okay, but then just do hard lockdowns.
They're adopting Kayfabe.
Give me military rule 2 months straight. Give me that.
If we had that in the beginning, honestly, we would.
When was that every excuse every doctor gives me? It's like, well, if we did it in the beginning, it's like that's not your
I'm
excuse.
not a doctor.
Boys, we just got the
What's that?
the number of cases today.
What is it?
Let's hear it.
2000?
1662.
God.
Oh,
New
we went
cases.
under.
Yeah, we went down from a
Oh,
couple
we were
of
gonna
days
break
ago.
2000, and people were making a big deal.
And that's
Well, it's still not here.
oh,
Let's
and
give it some time.
just for the latest update, that's 588,730 people on the on 2 doses of the vaccine, and 806,143 on the first dose.
That's
good.
Getting
That's
close to
good progress.
1.3
That's what I'm
million.
saying.
That's not bad,
It's
right?
not bad, bro. And people are like,
No, it's not bad in that sense. They're just trying to get
Best-
everybody vaccinated.
But
as
let me
much as
tell you one thing.
possible
There's
because-
one like a group of the population that no one saw. It's the children, the kids under 18.
No, it's true.
Under 18.
I just think it's bullshit that I can go to a cinema, I can sit maskless the whole time just because I'm eating popcorn, and yet a game where I play with fucking measuring, like rulers, where I can see my actual distance from
Don't even
somebody.
touch people, you
Don't
just touch
touch anybody.
things.
It's in the game. It's a bad etiquette to touch
Why do you
somebody
want to
else's
touch
dice.
someone during a game?
No, I mean like you don't touch
I
my
mean-
dice. Nothing. Like you're not allowed to in the game.
They're your fucking
It's
dice.
rude.
They're sacred.
It's rude. Yeah, exactly. You don't fucking do that. And the table's 6 by 4 feet.
So what Khaled is saying is the game has built-in social distancing.
It has way before any of this happened.
Including the fact that when you go there, you are by definition friendless.
Exactly.
Like, you clearly don't have
Every
friends.
single person, every single person in that store has no friends.
Right. So what are we worried about? These guys clearly aren't spreading it to anybody. They live alone in a basement.
The under 18s, I think that's the concern. They're not vaccinated. They
The under
can't get
18s,
vaccinated.
exactly. They're
They'll get
super
there.
spreaders.
And
bro.
that's a huge
I think
portion
that might
of our
actually
population.
be the people that are spreading it. I mean,
well,
Yeah,
they
for
say
sure.
they say the majority of cases in Bahrain are in gatherings, right? So are those 18-year-olds, or are they talking about
no,
people?
it's the Zahlawiya shawarma gang. I don't. Slender. Sorry, Slender. It's
It is the Sukhair Starbucks, which is always fucking full.
Oh, Sukhair. Yeah. Oh,
Why
Starbucks
is
is
it always
insanely
full?
Speaking of which, what is that dope complex called Al that just opened up next to the wall?
I don't tell people where I live, bro.
No, like on the way here, I'm driving.
yeah.
Why? What are you? What are you on about? I drove past it. I haven't been in Bahrain in 2.5 years.
What the fuck is
What?
that? What is that? Where is it?
It's a mall. It's the mall.
It's
Oh, it's the mall?
Oh, is it a mall? That's what I wanted
Which
to ask.
mall?
Is it a residential
There's
The
complex?
new
so
one.
many now.
The new one.
Yeah,
it a
there's
resi-
so many now.
On your way here.
There's so many now.
The one next to.
The one next.
It's a year and a half old to 3
Oh,
years
yeah,
old.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
been here in a long time.
No,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
opened.
There's
It
a
just
drive-through
opened.
Starbucks. It's a mall.
Yeah.
It looks
It's-
so futuristic.
It's
I
a soda.
love it.
It's a soda sopa.
This was a
I
mall
love
that
what it looks
opened that
like.
was supposed to be the high-end mall of Bahrain. Like
Oh, it did open
and-
during COVID.
No, it was being built during COVID. Do you understand? So the way they're kind of screwed over is I think they didn't have anybody sign up for leases or rent or anything.
I only see Starbucks. That's all
That's
I see.
it. The thing is done. There's supposed to be cinemas in there.
Because y'all don't have
One
a
day.
y'all
Yeah,
don't have
one
a
day.
Starbucks in your area, do you?
No, this is the first one. So
You should be.
And
happy.
judging by the amount of
It's
like,
the only one.
and the
but I
fucking-
live so far away from that Starbucks.
and dude that
Well, he was trying to save you.
and dude that
he didn't. He kind of
that-
brought it back.
that fucking Starbucks
You
is gonna
kinda
make
do,
is gonna
actually.
make mad revenue,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, think of all the moms dropping their kids to that school.
Yeah.
No, it's smart.
The first thing you think about is those milfs.
Is the
Is that what you're saying?
I got MILFs on my mind.
My
What can I
Starbucks brings out the moms to the yard. They're
Never
like,
stops.
yo, macchiatos.
I'm going to be hanging out at Starbucks pretty soon.
Final word on COVID Bahrain. We're hopeful, guys. We feel like we're going to be out of this soon enough. Let's give people some hope on this. What are we doing?
Yeah,
are we
inshallah. Look. Here's the thing. When you're inside that context of Bahrain, like, it's easy to be. Obviously, you're skeptical. You're gonna criticize it because you're in that environment. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I'll tell you from an outsider's perspective, like, Bahrain was at the forefront
On
in the
point.
very beginning when COVID first hit, like a year ago. Really on point, dude, with the way they set up testing centers, protocols. They filtered out with the border. Honestly, Bahrain's been one of the best countries, I think, in its response. And they're doing a pretty damn good job with getting people vaccinated.
That's what I'm
From
saying.
what I can see,
Yeah.
I think I get it. It's like, all right, dude, it's been like a year and a half. Like, can we just
a
relax?
little bit.
I get
Can we
it.
have
I think they'll
Saudis
get
again?
there. I think
Well, they're coming.
they're coming whether you like it or not.
They are.
They will come. I don't know. I'm hopeful.
All
I
right.
mean, inshallah.
You're on the side of
it'll-
hopeful. Matrook, do you feel like we're getting better or getting worse?
Of course, yani, just with more people vaccinating, yani, it's not going to take a month or two, but we're on our way up. Yani.
Yeah.
We're on our way to salvation and victory and
Don't
cinemas and
don't,
stuff.
Don't give me like it's just my wrestling freaking monologue right now. I had
اشتغل wrestling monologue.
I had enough of
What
that.
did that have to do with anything?
I don't know. It was
You
like
just got triggered over nothing.
I felt you're
You
like
got like some fucking.
we're gonna be hopeful, and you're about to give me an Eisenhower speech into
You
the whole
got,
thing and
you
look at
got
the camera.
like fucking PTSD.
It
dude.
was-
I
it
can
was-
deal
it
with
was
that
kinda like
shit.
that.
I don't know. Look at the camera and give me a speech. Come on.
This show has been brought to you by
Oh my
the Family Friendly Association of
I
Bahrain.
thought he was gonna say fat people.
I thought so too. I'm so glad you said it. I'm so glad. I thought so too. I was
This
worried.
show comes to you from the Obese Society of Bahrain. What we would like to say is COVID is a dart upon all fat people, and it will be swallowed whole. I mean, sorry, not swallowed. I mean, eaten up. I mean, oh God, why is everything a food reference? Oh, I give up.
I'm just saying, guys, take care of yourself. This thing is real. It's a problem, and as much as I've been joking about it today, I want to say, like, I hope we're at the end of this thing. I'm only pissed because I feel like I want my life to go back to normal, and I'm still not vaccinated, and I've been waiting. So hopefully this all clears out soon, and we'll see where it goes after this. We'll have probably a podcast episode knowing what happened in cinemas and knowing what happened when Saudis are finally here.
Most def.
This week is Eid, so we'll see what things like by the time this is out. You guys already know, so good luck. Good luck with whatever's happened. Don't forget,
Vaccinate, don't masturbate.
Why are those dichotomous options? Do both at the same time. Do it while getting vaccinated. Do it with the vaccination needle. I don't know.
And that's it. That's it. That's the final word here on Bedouin Banter. You've been watching a Banter Buddies episode with Ahmed Matrook.
Hey.
I'm Khaled Dosi. This is Huzaifa Sadiqi.
Yep, that's me. Unfortunately.
And we have back there the man behind the scene. Red is helping us out today. Don't forget, please subscribe, share, like, let people know about this episode, or unsubscribe because you found out about this episode. It's up to you, guys. We're enjoying our time here. Don't forget, we are not specialists. We are not healthcare providers. We don't know jack shit about most things half of the time.
We're dumb.
And I still want to stand by. Don't get Sinopharm. Just saying.
Get that hot person vaccinated.